Hello, everybody. Good morning, or I guess good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for joining us for a slightly later Tuesday stream today. I hope you're all doing well. As you'll obviously notice, Alinea looks a little different this week. She is still out working on her big project, and I finally was able to track down Alex to join me for a rematch of Lost Ruins of ARNAK. Before we get into the saga of how we got here, Alex, would you mind just telling chat a little bit about you if this is their first time seeing your face, anything you want to plug about your existence on the internet?
Well, first and foremost, I would like to plug the fact that I do exist still.
Sure.
I've been like, hi, I'm Board Game Yogi Alex Lolies. I am a variety streamer, but I haven't streamed in a while, and when I have been streaming, it's been very sporadic as of late. I was just saying to Ray before in live, I adopted a puppy a couple of weeks ago, and that has eaten up any spare time I have, and even any non-spare time I have, to be honest. But when I do stream, I stream a variety of things like board games, crafting, video games, things like that. And I'm excited to play this game, and it's been forever.
Hell yeah, I'm super excited. God, I can't remember. I did a teach of this, I think on your channel originally. I think I taught you how to play, or maybe it was on here as well. It was a very long time ago. We played it, we had a lot of fun, and we kept saying like, hey, let's get together and do a rematch, because that was really fun. And I think we have set a date like 3 or 4 times. And every time right before something happens. The most recent one, as chat knows, the day before we were supposed to again sit down on like a Friday and play this on this channel, the rats in the wall happened, which you're all intimately familiar with. I had an absolute panic attack because we heard scurrying in our walls, and I don't do rodents, and I really don't do rodents in my wall, so we were like staying with a friend. It was a whole thing. That saga has come full circle because after the exterminator guy came, he put down traps. Haven't heard mice in the wall since that happened, so it's like that part is fixed. However, over the last week, we've started to hear something in our attic. So I don't know if the rats have just moved. It sounds heavier and bigger though. So it was really embarrassing. I know. We hear the floorboards like creaking. It's great. It's less concerning than the rats. The rats were like constant and like for multiple days. We've only heard the attic thing a couple times, but we were like, let's call the guy back, like see what he could do about the ceiling creature that we have. The guy came yesterday. And this is what a bad, like, I don't know, adult I am. In my office, there's like an access panel to the attic. At least what I thought was an access panel. So I called the guy. I was like, yeah, can you like go up there and look around? He gets here. Turns out that doesn't open. It like doesn't open at all. So the guy came all the way down here, and I don't know. I think the person who built our house was like on something. Nothing about our house makes any sense. And basically the access panel to our attic is like a fake out. It's like decorative. You can't open it. So the guy came down and was like, man, have you never like explored your own home? I was like, no, I had no desire to go up into the attic. So he was like, he came all the way out, couldn't do anything. And then to top it all off, he turns around, because we're in this office, right? He's like trying to get up there. And he turns around and he points to my board games and he goes, so what are those? And I was like, oh God. I was like, those are board games. I work in the board game industry. He goes, what's a board game? Which I know. This has happened to me twice in my entire life. I've worked in the board game industry for 5 years. I'm used to I work at board games, and people go, like Monopoly? And I go, sure, yeah. Like, I'm used to, that's usually what I get, is like sorry. Twice in my life has the response to I work in board games be, what's that? And so I was like, this guy already thinks I'm a moron because I didn't know that our access panel doesn't open, it doesn't work. So I'm sitting there like bumbling, trying to like explain. I was like, it's like a game but on a table, because I said Monopoly, no recognition in this man's eyes, like nothing. Because normally the fallback is like, oh, like Monopoly, like I'll offer up Monopoly because that's usually common knowledge for most people. No light in this man's eyes, no recognition. So it was just, my day was just,
look, so maybe he doesn't know Monopoly. Maybe he only knows like Agricola.
Yeah.
And like the like the proper game.
It was so embarrassing. And he like didn't believe me.
Crazy.
And I was like, that game in the back left there, like I was like, go into any Target, you'll see it. He's like, no, I won't. And I was like, yes, you will. I was like,
what?
He was like, I'll be damned. There's no way. And I was like, he thinks. So it was this massive ball of my anxiety embarrassment for having this guy come out to our house, and then him thinking I'm like money laundering or something. Like he thinks my job is like not real.
But okay, hold on. Just to rewind for a second,
Sure.
because like I'm thinking that whoever built your house lives in the attic and has like cemented themselves in there. And
What
that's
if there's
just
someone
running
up
around.
there? No, dude, that's actually so scary because I've met the man who's built this house because he's the like on-call handyman for fixing stuff. He came because there was also a leak in our roof. He came and he's like, did you put in that access panel? I was like, no. He's like, well, I didn't put that there. So maybe someone put it there, sealed it shut, and is up there, and that's what we hear walking around. Oh my God. What if there's someone in my attic? That, honestly,
Oh my God.
most logical explanation, because the exterminator guy came, he was like, well, I can't get into your attic, but I also can't imagine how something would have gotten up there. Like, he was like, there's no... something heavy, like he was like, maybe it's a snake, and I was like, it doesn't sound like a snake. Maybe it's birds. It doesn't sound like birds. It sounds like a raccoon-sized thing, like walking, dragging its little toenails and like creaking the boards up there. So, dude, maybe it's a person.
This is like, have we got any screenwriters in chat? Like, I feel like somebody should be making a film out of this. This is like, you can go places with this.
Because honestly, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak everybody out, but that's the update on like the Rats in the Wall saga, which was previously what made our last game of ARNAK not able to happen. Because I was like, I was a mess. I was like, I have to deal with the rats in my wall. I was just like not in the headspace to stream that day. Because I was like, I need to get out of here. I spent 2 days like out of this house, had the exterminator come, then came back. But the ceiling stuff is more concerning because he was like, well, I can understand how the rats got in your wall, but I can't understand how a raccoon got in your attic. So
I mean,
maybe.
is there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to know.
Jeremiah says, what does it feel like I stumbled upon? Yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Sorry, I needed to get that off my chest. Welcome to chat, everybody. Jeremiah Chicken, hello, good morning, of course. Jeremiah, we're just talking about the man who lives in my attic and sealed himself in there. It's just a normal Tuesday
normal
for me.
things, yeah. Barbed Wire says Alex is never coming back. Look, if I was at Ray's house right now, I would never come back. But thankfully, I'm in my own home where it's rat free.
Yep.
and Rat Boy living in the attic free. He's the king of the rats living up there.
He's the king of the rats. Oh my God. This is what I get. Because I made all these jokes about, because there was that one time last year I signed an actual email instead of Ray, I wrote Rat. And that's why for like a good year, my name was Rat on Twitter, because I was like, that's hilarious. Maybe this is some karma coming back about that. They're like, you tested us one too many times. Now the rats have infested your home.
Well, maybe think that you're the rat queen.
Oh, I've summoned them. Oh God.
Did you play like a flute or something at one point, and it was like summoned all the rats? It's like the opposite of St. Patrick.
Oh
with
God.
Rats.
But yeah, the moral of that story is that man thinks I am insane. He literally said, I said as a joke, I was like, well, there's either something large in our attic, because both me and my partner have heard it, or we're going insane. And he turned deadpan and looked at me. He said, well, I'm leaning towards the latter. And then like, and I was like, damn.
You should record it when you hear it next.
He's like not being rude. He's doing his job, and I am giving him nothing but, hey, I'm scared. Like I'm giving this man nothing to work with. He can't get in the attic. I can't like describe the sounds better than I think it's a raccoon. This, like, I wasted this man's time. I hold no ill will against him. I just felt so embarrassed.
I remember like when I visited my uncle in the States when I was like 17, we went to a lake cabin and I had to sleep in this like thing, and I couldn't sleep because there was like scratching in the walls and then like I like, for some reason, right, they put me in this loft which had scratching in the walls, and actually there was a sofa, so I just moved to the sofa. And the next morning I was like, I heard scratching in the walls. They're like, yeah, it's probably just raccoons. And I was like, that doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help. No, it doesn't help. Oh my God, Ray's summoning rats. Someone summon her a rat czar. could be the rat star. Maybe I think they think I'm like the rat lord. We've cracked the case. They think I am their queen. They are now coming to live with their rightful queen.
Did you ever watch Stranger Things?
I
and
did.
if so, have you seen the latest season?
I didn't.
I'm
I
assuming.
stopped watching, so I haven't seen. But I don't plan on
Okay.
watching it, so you can
There
spoil
is
something. It's fine.
Well, there's something that is in an attic there, and I was gonna say it's that, but
Oh God.
you don't know. It's fine. I forgot his name, but he's got a name.
Also, hi Bakal and Sheezy, welcome on in. Barb, of course, hello. Lone Jedi, Megan, I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with us today. I adore you. Wim, welcome on in.
Vecna.
Ahmed, it's good to see you. Dark Santanica, hello. Welcome on in, friends. Happy Tuesday. Party on, dudes. What's up? I think I got everybody. Hornist, enjoy your lurk. Thanks for chilling. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some ARNAK today. We got some other stuff to chit chat about, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the game started just because I have to do a teach up front. So I'm gonna get that out of the way. If you've been watching me play ARNAK on BGA and you're like, hey, I have no clue what's happening, today's your lucky day because I'm gonna explain how this game works because it's been a long time since I played this with Alex. So we're gonna do a little refresher, and then we can hop into question of the day and all that jazz. But I want to get it started before I slowly devolve.
Yeah,
and
I mean
lose
my
my
turns
ability
will
to
take
teach.
long, so yeah.
So this is Lost Ruins of ARNAK. It is a deck builder and worker placement game, like a little mishmash. Our goal is to journey as deep into ARNAK as we can and uncover its secrets, yada yada, end up with the most victory points and you win. So on your turn, you can do one main action and as many free actions as you can afford. Hi Spitzka, welcome on in. Thank you for joining us. I might be teaching ARNAK with a few friends I used to play with in college this weekend. Ooh, Jeremiah, good luck with that. I hope my teach can serve as inspiration of what to do or what not to do. You never know. So on your turn, again, one main action, as many free actions as you want. Free actions are denoted by a little lightning bolt. You should have a couple in your opening hand. It'll be like a coin or a compass, and next to it, it has a lightning bolt. That is the symbol that says you can play as many of those cards as you want. Playing a lightning bolt card doesn't take up your main action or doing anything that has a lightning bolt on it. Free action, you can do as many of those as you can or want. In terms of main actions, in terms of like the worker placement side of the game, you've got two meeples who you should see on your little board. I've got green, you've got red. And you can place them on one of the starting, kind of hard because I can't point, but hopefully, if you ever don't know what I'm talking about, say something.
You know you can point on here.
Wait, what? How?
If you click on chat, and then in the bottom right, it says show your mouse cursor to the other players. There you go.
Wait, what?
I can see that.
Yo! That's so cool. Okay, so these spots down here are the first spots that are available. These like opening places. So you can go there, you can take your meeple there, and you can get what's printed on the card. So if you went here, you would get one arrowhead. And this is basically like a resource exchanging game. You're gonna be getting lots of resources, trading them in, upgrading them. So an arrowhead is just a type of resource. We've got 2 tablets over here. We've got 2 compasses and 2 coins. In addition to just saying, hey, I want to go to this place and I have a free meeple, you also need to pay for the travel cost to go to a location. So in all of these opening locations at the bottom, you'll see that they cost 1 boot to go there. There's like a little spot down here that shows a little boot icon. That means you need to spend a boot and a meeple to go there. You will see that the cards in your hand will have travel icons in the top left. You'll notice your fear cards, those like dark blue and black cards, have got boots. Your other ones have cars and boats. And just to quickly kind of explain how those work, boots are the base lowest level. That's you walking somewhere. You can always overpay for something. So if you want to use a car as a boot, you can. The only thing that you can't do is you can't swap cars and boats. So if a place requires a boat, you cannot use a car. They're like considered the same value, with like boots being the lowest, then cars and boats, but cars and boats are not interchangeable because thematically that doesn't make much sense. And then above all of that are planes. Planes can go anywhere. You can also always spend 2 coins to hire a plane. If you don't have a card that has a plane, you can always just spend 2 coins. It's an expensive way to get around, but you can always do that if you're in a pinch. So if you want to use a card's travel icon, you just spend that card. So instead of using the like main thing that's printed on that card. You just expend that card for the travel icon. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. All right, that is the like worker placement going to places part of the game. As I mentioned at the start of the game, only these 5 locations are open to you. During the course of the game, you will move upwards into ARNAK. And you'll see right here that to unlock level, I don't know if my mouse doesn't really want to point. You'll see that there's like that 3 compass dividing line between the lower section and the middle section. Yep. That says that if you want to uncover a brand new site in that middle section of ARNAK, you need to also spend 3 compasses to go there. When you uncover a new site, you're gonna get one of these little idol bits, which give you a bonus. Don't worry about them right now. They're just bonus little small nice things. You get a coin, you can get other things. And then it will reveal that location. That location will have a variety of bonuses, just like the base spots have bonuses. So it could be, they're usually better. So it will be like, instead of having an arrowhead, it would be an arrowhead and a tablet, or they're better. They're bigger and better. They cost you to get up there, but they're better. But because ARNAK is this beautiful ancient island that is protected by these ancient beasts, when you explore into ARNAK, there's going to be a guardian that is awoken when you do so. The guardian will come, like the location tile will come out, the guardian tile will come out on top of it. That's fine, you still get the benefit of that location that you found, but the guardian will have some things you need to give it to overcome it, again, just in the form of resources, a lot of resource exchanging. If you can pay the guardian off, give it what it wants, great, you get the guardian, that's 5 points, which is a decent amount in ARNAK, and you also get some like boon, some benefit from that guardian. If you can't, it's not the end of the world, but you do gain a fear card, which is like, I don't know, curses in Dominion. They're negative points, they just gunk up your hand. You don't want fear, but if you can't overcome a guardian, not the end of the world. Yeah, that's the exploring part. In terms of deck building, it's pretty simple. A main action can also be to buy a card. So that whole like exploring section, to explore a place, main action. To overcome a guardian, main action. To buy a card, also a main action. There's 2 types of cards in ARNAK. There are items, which are these tan cards. You'll see there are 5 of them out here on the board right now. As the game progresses, that like staff is gonna move. There's gonna be less items, more artifacts. There's not really a difference between what the cards do. It's more about how you buy them and how you use them. So items will always cost coins. You'll see that in the bottom left. And when you buy them, they go to the bottom of your deck. And then when they come up into your hand, you can just use them, just like regular cards. Artifacts cost compasses. And when you buy an artifact, you immediately get to use the benefit of that card. But then in the future, if you want to use it again, you have to pay a tablet, which you'll see there's like a little tablet icon that says like tablet arrow. Gotta do that to pay it in the future. But don't worry, just buy cards, add them to your deck, basic deck building stuff. And then the last bit is the research track. This is a big part of ARNAK. It's how you're going to get the majority of your points. That's this track over here. And this is where you're going to be, this is why you want various resources, because you want to be able to use them to progress up this track. So you'll see we each start with I always want to say compass, and it's not a compass. It's a magnifying glass and a book. This represents you researching ARNAK. And in order to move one of those tokens up the research track, you need to pay for like the cost. So if I wanted to move my book up to this spot, I would need to pay a gem, and then you kind of follow the path. So I couldn't go from this spot to this spot right here. I'd have to go through the connecting like path. So I'd have to go up through the tablet and the arrowhead path. And you want to go up the track. The higher up the track you get, the more points you get. And the only important thing really to know about the research track right now is that your magnifying glass always has to move before your book. It represents you looking at things and then later writing it down. They can be on the same spot, but your book can never get above your magnifying glass. Mm-hmm. As you progress, in addition to just getting points, you're also going to get benefits that are listed over here on the side. The book benefits are usually better than the magnifying glass benefits, but that's because you have to move your magnifying glass first and then pull up your book. Mm-hmm. But your magnifying glass can go like all the way to the top and you can never move your book. It's up to you. And I think that's all you need to get started. There's other stuff as well that I can talk about, but I don't want to just info dump. That should be what you need for the first round.
Question.
Yes.
I feel like maybe I have this in the back of my head as something I wasn't very good at last time, but what's the best way of... Because I know you... So I have one main action, right? And then I have as many free actions as I want.
Yeah.
But to do actions, I want I want to build up cards because it's a deck building game, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Is that the best way to gain more resources that I can later spend?
It really depends. There's kind of two main ways to like gain mobility in the game. It can be getting a lot of cards. Another way is exploring and overcoming a lot of guardians, because the boons that you get from guardians can be quite helpful. You can really approach it in either way. It's not like, oh, well, if you don't have a big deck, you're not going to be getting a lot of actions. It really is quite balanced between the... It is quite balanced between the different options that you have. A lot of what I find helps with extending your turns is not just like blowing through your free actions until you know you need to use them. That's a big thing. Like saving those free cards, like the coins and the compasses, until you like know exactly when and how you want to use them. Because maybe you want to use them for their travel icons. Maybe you want to use them for their actual ability. Kind of not doing more than you need to each turn, so you can plan. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's kind of a hard thing to explain.
That's a question actually. So if I don't use all of my cards, do I keep some of them or do I discard them?
Keep them for the entire round. So we'll go until neither of us can take any more actions, and then we'll play over 5 rounds. In between rounds, you can keep cards, but usually you want to use all of your cards each round. Because again, you're trying to get as much action out of all your rounds as you can. You want to do as much as possible usually.
Okay, I really thought when because obviously you've taught this to me before, and I said to you earlier as well, I was like, oh, it'll just be one of those things where like you'll explain to me and it'll just come back to me. I'm honestly like happening. I don't remember anything. This is crazy. Like I remember what the game looks like, and I remember I think one of the things I was quite bad at last time was exploring maybe. I think also I remember like little bits like about how I played. I think more so than actual how the game works. I think I remember that I kept the magnifying glass and the book fairly close together all the way up, whereas I think you might have steamed ahead with I guess the magnifying glass. Yeah. All right. Is it? It's you first.
It's me first. Okay. ARNAK is really one of those games where you kind of have to do a little bit of everything. The biggest thing I would say is really invest in the research track. That is where most of your points are going to come from. But obviously you can't do that without doing the rest of the game. And it isn't an easy, like, oh, you need to have a ton of cards or you need to explore a lot. You can kind of do mix and match those depending on your circumstance. At the end of the day, your goal really is to get the materials you need to get up the research track. That is the main goal. And how you get there changes pretty drastically game to game. Well, have a good lurk. Itri, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of my teach when you snuck in here. Enjoy your housekeeping and your dinner time. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Let me just catch up on chat real quick. Megan says, I need to play ARNAK more often. It's genuinely one of my faves. Anytime you want to start a game on BGA, Megan, I am here. This is one of my favorite BGA games. I think it's such an easy... Something about the structure of it. Some games on BGA, I struggle with the asynchronous element of it, but because ARNAK is so much like... You can plan ahead to a degree, but a lot of it is like, all right, in this moment, what is the best choice for me? I like it a lot as an async game on BGA, so if you ever want to play, hit me up. Dark Santanica says, I need to play a full game of ARNAK. The demo was only up to round 3. Yeah, if you played it at a convention, we don't always do full games of ARNAK. I don't know how well I did, but out of the 4 of us playing, I know I beat my brother. Dark Santanica, I, as a fellow sibling, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That is all that matters, yeah. Alex, do you have siblings?
I have a brother, an older brother. Nice. He lives in Seattle.
Oh, cool. It must be hard to visit him then, because that's quite the trip.
Yeah, I mean, I went last August, but I hadn't seen him for I think 3 or 4 years before that because like the pandemic, and then he couldn't come over here, and I obviously didn't go over there. So we don't see each other that often, and also the time difference makes like even having phone calls a bit hard because he's at work when I'm finished work, kind of thing.
Sucks.
But yeah, we like my mom's quite good at getting us all to catch up every now and again, which is good. Oh, yeah. She's the glue.
Jeremiah says, not sure if I said it before, but playing ARNAK on BGA made me buy it because I was in awe on my first play. Hell yeah, that's awesome. ARNAK is a very popular game on BGA. A lot of people like, and it's always good to hear that the digital adaptation doesn't take away from people's desire to get and play the physical version.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think a lot of people are like, oh, you know what, like, does it take away from sales, like having these games on BGA? But like, I think there's plenty of games that I've bought physical copies of that I played on 100%. BGA first. It's like I would prefer to go to a board game cafe and play the game before I buy it, and this is just kind of like that, but different.
No, absolutely.
This is also like such a great way, like, to be honest, like most of my friends who I play board games with don't live anywhere near me, so like I have loads of I have like probably a couple of hundred board games downstairs that are all covered in dust because I don't live near really anyone, like anyone I play board games with, and like the people that I do, I see them so rarely that they just never get used. So like having something like BGA is so great to be able to play with people.
Hell yeah. No, I love it so much. And I think it's really helpful, especially for like the CGE catalog. If you've got a really heavy catalog that is like big, heavy, expensive games, being able to try it is like, that's the only way, because I'm starting to run up against like a spatial issue in my house. Like I can't just buy everything because I'm like, oh, it's shiny and new and people like it. Like if it's big and expensive, I really am getting to a point where I am trying to be responsible, be like, let's try this, make sure I like it before I buy it. And I'm in the same situation. I'm in rural Pennsylvania. There's no board game cafes. There's no like local anything. So really I've been super, super dependent on BGA and other like online platforms recently to help me figure out if I like a game. And if your game's good, then people are gonna buy it. Like if people are using online platforms for that purpose of like, I wanna try it, and then if I'm someone who likes board games, you usually will then buy it physically. Like I get that fear of like, oh, I don't wanna put it digitally because then you can just get it for free. From my understanding, from what I've heard from like the folks at CG, it really has helped sales, especially for ARNAK, because it allows people to try it first. And and people like it when they try it, so then they go out and buy it.
But that's the thing, like if you have a good game, then you have nothing to fear because people will want it. I think if people don't buy the game after playing it on BGA, it probably means that like maybe
it can be indicative of
it's
something
not for
else,
them, or it's like exactly.
Oh, exactly, yeah. Also, hi Hama, welcome on in. Thanks for joining us. All right, I'm gonna take my opening turn here. I have got, so depending on the turn order, you start with different opening resources. I start with 2 coins, you start with a coin and a compass, and I will go. I'll go here. I will spend. So what you'll do is if you go to a site, you'll click on the site. It'll then say pay for travel. It'll pop up that little 2 coins for a plane option. Usually, at least in this point of the game, you're not doing that. So you're going to click on the card you want to use. So in this case, I'm going to use my fear because fear again does nothing. When paying for boots, if you've got a fear in your hand, you always want to use that because it has no other value than having that one boot icon, and that will be my turn.
Okay, so you've gone 2 compasses.
Yeah.
Let me look over what I can get here. So, spearheads, if I remember, are like good. Oh, I guess they're good for that track on the right.
They're good for everything. There's really no difference in the items or the like resources except for their rarity. So like the tier list is like tablets are the easiest to get, then arrowheads, then gems. But it's not like, oh, if I get a lot of gems, I'll be better at doing this thing. There really is no like correlation.
Okay. I mean, if I'm looking at the track on the right, so if I move the magnifying glass up 1, I get 1 gold.
Yes, yeah, you got it. And you can either pay a compass and an arrowhead or gems, or 1 gem. And Spitzka says spearheads and gems? You mean pointy bits and red gummies? Yeah, the gem tokens in real life look so very edible.
Yeah. What's the... Oh, I don't get that anyway, but what's the gray picture symbol? Is that one of the advisor people?
Yeah, it's an assistant. So you'll be able to pick from one of the assistants down here, and they'll live on your board, and you'll see how they had the lightning bolts in the upper left-hand corner. They'll give you like a pool of free actions that you can use. But you gotta get your book there first before you get that bonus.
Was there something about they have another side? They're double-sided?
Yep. Yeah. So you'll see when you if say you highlight that guy in the middle. At base level, he will give you a tablet as a free action. which you tap. So once you use it once per round, that's it, but then it untaps at the end of the round. So getting assistants early obviously gives you more opportunity to use them. And then that little gold strip at the bottom tells you what's on his flip side. So as you move up the research track, he'll flip over, and then he'll start giving you a coin and a tablet.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think I've got an idea of what I want to do then.
All right.
Question.
Yeah, go for it.
I have so many questions. I guess it doesn't really matter which track I go up, because this, like, if I go up on the left, I need a compass and an arrowhead, but then I'm gonna need a gem in a minute.
Yeah, it's pretty balanced. It's just about when you have certain resources. Arleo, thank you so much for 20 months of support for our moderators. Thank you so very much. If you're new around here and you did not know, all of the subscription bit and ad revenue money that we generate on this channel goes directly to my 4 moderators. So thank you so much, Arleo, for that amazing support. I appreciate you.
All right, I've done a thing.
Perfect. And because you've got that compass, you can move up the research track on your next turn.
Okay. Yeah, because that takes a turn, right? Yes. Oh, you can see what I've got?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I can see what you've got.
Yep. Resources are public information, so you know if someone's trying to, like, do a thing you're trying to do. All right. So in that case, I might try to go the gem route. So I'll go down here.
So when you...
Yep.
Sorry, when you got 2 compasses, you got them as cards?
No, I got them as, like, tokens. I went down here. I have 2 compasses in my hand just because that's what I had in my hand already. But the 2 compasses went into just like my icon pool.
Oh, did you start with more cards than me?
Nope. I started with, we should have both started with 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You have more cards than me.
Wait, do I?
Oh, wait, hold on.
I really
just showing what you've discarded as
yes.
well?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
You should have, unless there's a bug, we should have the same number of cards. All right, so I'm going to, I'm gonna go here, and that icon next to the gem on this spot is like passing a card. So taking a card from your hand and not using it. I'm gonna pass this one, and then I will get a gem. Very expensive gem, but I'll get it anyways.
Okay, well, then I guess I'll spend these 2 things to go there.
Nice, and you got a coin.
Give me a coin.
All right. And I will do a very similar thing, but I'll go up this way.
Now, I guess I could go here. Could be useful.
All right, chat, now that we have our teach out of the way, we can start chatting about our question of the day, which is always on Tuesdays, is what games have you been playing recently? So chat, tell me if you've played anything in the last week, 2 weeks, whatever you consider to be recently. I don't care. I'm not gonna enforce the rules.
For me, that you'd have to go back like I think weeks and weeks.
Oh,
I've not played anything.
Just all the dog responsibilities and life responsibilities getting in the way.
Got a new job, then I got a dog, and it's just I'm trying to think what the last thing is that I played. I've been really excited. I got some games a few weeks ago sent to me that I've been really excited to play, and I just haven't gotten around. I even read the rules for one of them.
Ooh,
but I just haven't gotten around to it. Rome in a day.
Oh, cool, cool.
Rome in a day.
I said that's cool.
Yeah. I'm really excited to play it, but
it is. We have a very time-intensive hobby. Also logistically challenging. Like you've got to get people together. Board gaming is a hard hobby, and you definitely need to be at a certain mental and life stage to really invest in it all the time. For me, it's ebbed and flowed my whole life. Of some years I get a lot of board gaming in, and some years it's like I just don't have.
Yeah.
I don't have.
It's true.
Capacity for it.
I think it's the same for me. Like before I've had this drought, I was playing games quite regularly, but then it just I think maybe it was my new job, or maybe it was actually before Christmas. Because then obviously you've got the holidays, people are busy, and then I started my new job kind of just after the the new year, and like because I work on Sundays, and Russ, who you know, he's like my closest kind of board game friend. He tends to work on Saturdays, so it's like it's impossible to try and get a day where we're both free and like can actually play now, because we used to play on Sundays, but now I work on Sundays, so it's just like I don't know when. And then also, as I say, with the dog, like I'm finding it hard even to find like time to shower. Never mind.
No, I totally get that.
I'm like having to steal like, you know, some moments here and there just so I can do the most basic of things. Soon, hopefully. I'm actually trying to get board games going for this weekend, but
nice.
We'll see how that goes.
How are you? So are you liking the new job? Is it like, do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fine. It's like I want to go back into board games, to be honest. Obviously I was working in board games before, and this is more of a like just a job to pay the bills.
Sure.
And then I'm kind of keeping an eye out to see if there's anything back in board games, because I loved working in board games. But it's fun enough. Like I was explaining to someone the other day, it's like my job is kind of like a puzzle video game, but it's like that's kind of what it feels like. So
that's awesome.
It's quite fun. Like I had a thing today which was like I essentially like work in data, so I get given this thing and it's a mess, and I have to like tidy it up and make sure it's all nice and then pop it back in. So
I can see that being kind of satisfying, kind of puzzle video game. I can totally get that.
Yeah, it's quite fun. I mean, I've been doing it since the end of February, and I usually get bored of things quite quickly, but I'm still enjoying it.
Relatable.
So
very relatable content.
So, you know, we'll just go with it for now. So here, sorry, before we move on, quick question. So if I was to get gold now, is that even useful for me at this point? Or I guess I could buy a card from the top.
Yeah, gold, I would say, it's tricky. It's the least valuable material, like, from an objective standpoint, because all you can do is buy cards with it, really. Like, occasionally you'll need it on the research track, but not very often. Like, compasses let you travel and stuff. Coins, not much, but they are helpful for deck building. So I wouldn't, like, go out of my way of, like, oh, I'm gonna get a ton of coins, but, like, getting them is helpful, especially early on. Less so later in the game as items become less available. So they're probably the least valuable material from a base perspective, but they are at their most valuable now. They will become less valuable later because you can't get as many cards. Naughty, welcome on in. Thank you for joining us. And also, Cupcake Therapy, thank you for that follow. And Shockino, I'm so sorry, I missed that 20 minutes ago. Thank you for those follows. Welcome on into the Czech Games Edition Twitch channel. If you're new around here, welcome. This is the CG Twitch channel. We are a board game publisher. We make all the games that you see behind me, including this game, Lost Ruins of ARNAK. It's one of the games that we make here at Czech Games Edition. It is for free on BGA, which is what we are playing right now. And I'm doing a little teach for Alex right now. Her second time playing the game, but there was a long time in between the two plays, so we're doing a little recap rematch. All right, let me read some of these question of the day answers. I played Codenames Duet, hell yeah, with one of my boys. Awesome, Hama, that's fantastic. They said I also played Abandoned All Artichokes a few days ago. I have never played that game. I've never played it, and I really, really want to.
That's a really good game. I would highly recommend playing it. It's really fun.
Emma Larkins is so cool. I really want to try it. I just have never seen it like available at any of my stores and stuff. And I don't know. It's one that just passed me by, but I've always wanted to try it. I don't know if it's available online anywhere. Tyrone, welcome on in. Thank you for joining us.
I'm assuming you didn't go to UK Games Expo, did you?
No, I didn't. CGE went, but I was not. I was not on the roster because we have plenty of people in Europe who can field that for us.
What's the next convention you're going to?
I'm going to Gamescom Canada, which is the end of this month. It's the very first time the show has been done. They're trying to make it like Canada's tabletop convention.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
Where in Canada?
It's in Calgary.
Oh,
so
cool.
I'm really, really excited. I'm being brought in because we're doing like a main stage Codenames game, and I'm going to be emceeing that. So that's the main reason I'm going. I actually just went out and bought like my fancy presenter suit yesterday. I'm getting really excited. I would love to do more like presenting adjacent work, so I'm really excited for it, but I'm also very nervous. It's like the way, from my understanding, the way it's set up, you have the expo hall, and then you have the stage like in the expo hall kind of projecting out to the expo hall, so the potential eyes on me is very high, so I'm very scared. Yeah, Megan, I got a suit yesterday. I'm so happy. I have such a hard time, especially with like professional clothing, because if you don't know, I'm 6'1". I'm very tall. And trying to get
I forgot we met. Yeah. Very tall and
that was like the first thing you said to me or something. Like, I didn't expect you to be so tall. Finding like trousers that are long enough for me is such a nightmare, and I was so lucky. We were in the city yesterday for some other errands, and popped into like a Macy's, and like the first pair of suit pants I got were long enough, and I almost cried. I was so happy. They were like high-waisted. They were long enough. I felt very seen by the Macy's sale by their like clearance section. I was very, very happy. I think they're supposed to be like that style of, because they're like long bootleg like professional trousers. I think it's that style where you're supposed to wear them with heels, and they're supposed to like come down to the floor in heels.
Right.
For me, they come to my ankles like just normal pants, but I'll take it, because I very rarely, I usually have to go to like specialty online shops to get like leggings and stuff that are long enough for me, but the like suit professional selection on those sites is very like matronly. It's very much for like much older women, and I wanted something that looked younger, so I was very happy, and I'm very excited and nervous. I've never done presenting on that scale before, and I know you have, so I would if you have any tips for me on how to handle that, I would love to hear them.
I think you'll be fine. Like, adrenaline just kind of takes over, and like just be yourself. Everyone says like be yourself, but like I think you'll be absolutely fine. I mean, hold on. First of all, before we move on,
sure,
and then I've got a question.
Yeah.
When I did my because last summer I went to a bunch of different events, and I ran my game show.
Yeah.
And I didn't wear like a fancy suit, but I think you can
the
see
sparkly jacket.
The sparkly jacket, which is
iconic.
Like a sequin with the tails and stuff. And like, it's a cheap jacket I got for like a tenner, and it's super itchy and scratchy, and it's horrible to wear. But like, it was fun to wear because it was like all part of the thing. So I totally appreciate you like getting suited and booted for this.
Hell yeah.
But my question was, how are you running it? What's your plan for running it at the convention?
Yeah, so the plan is we'll have like 6 like celebrity guests or whatever, split up into 2 teams, and I will be sort of just running it. So I will explain the game. I'll go up and I'll be like, hi, I'm Ray from the Codenames team. Here's the game we're gonna play. Here's how it works. I'll be teaching it, and then I'll sort of be providing commentary. So like, I'll be there to kind of keep things running. So I'll verbalize like, all right, our red spy master gives pants for 3, and I will be there to remind our operatives to like talk about their thought process, because that's a trap a lot of Codenames people get into. Like, even if they're people who are entertainers, they'll be like, I am just sitting here thinking, and I'll be there to like remind people to tell us what you're thinking, to heckle if that's the vibe, kind of like poke at them a little bit. And also to keep it like moving, because you can also sit there and think for a very long time. So I'll be there to arbitrarily be like, all right, you got 10 seconds, and sort of be there to MC and give commentary in between and make sure everything's running, and also like explain stuff for the audience and to remind them like, okay, you can always go back. You have like, a clue you can go back to from pants for 3.
This is really similar to me running my game show.
Exactly,
actually.
yeah.
What I did as well.
Yeah, exactly. Just sort of there to facilitate and make sure the people who are, because it's not about me, it's about the guests, so it's there to remind them to like to help bring it out of them, help them do what they need to do, and interpret it for the audience.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I'm very, very nervous, but I'm very excited. And then I'll also be giving a talk on like how to get into streaming board games. I'll be doing like a little presentation on that with my coworker Steven. And yeah. All right, we'll get some more cards, and that is it for me.
What did you buy? Oh, I can't see, can I? Ooh.
No, I got one. Oh yeah, you can. I got 1 artifact and 1 item. I don't really like the artifact I got because it's a card that gives me a fear and 2 arrowheads. So every time I want 2 arrowheads, I have to get a fear, which kind of sucks. But it's all I could get for 4 compasses. I probably honestly should have saved my compasses for next round, but we're going with our gut. I don't usually invest that much in deck building in this game. Like, I'll do it occasionally, but I don't usually go like full ham on it. So we're switching it up a little bit. Oh, thank you, Megan. No, don't be proud of me, Steven. I straight up told Steven, I was like, you will write this presentation and I will show up. Like, because I was very straight up about, because I'm just getting off the heels of the big Codenames promotion, and I'm doing the like main stage thing, which is like my main focus. And I was like, listen, I can do a talk, but I don't have the energy to fully write it. So I was like, Steven, if you want to do my homework for me, and then I present it. So Steven is doing the bulk of the work on that, but Full Ham. Wait, Full Ham is a great name for a sandwich building like deck builder. That's so cute. Wait, I love that, Jeremiah. That's awesome.
Super cute.
I love that.
That is really smart.
Megan, I'm never that person, and I said that in our meeting. I was like, listen, my entire life, I have been the person who does the whole group project. I'm like, hey, you guys, I don't trust you. I'm just gonna do it. Don't burden yourselves. I'll do everything, and then you can present it. That has been me my entire life, so it felt very out of character for me to be like, hey, actually, I'll show up to the presentation, but I cannot put in the bulk of the work on this, so felt very out of character for me, but I had to do it because I just don't have the time.
So here's a question.
Yes.
I want to buy a card now, and I've got 2 gold coins in my hand.
Yeah.
But it's telling me when I try and select the card, it's saying not enough coin. Do I need to select those first?
No, you should be able to just click on the card, but what card are you trying to get? The you have to see how much the card costs. Does it cost 2 coins or less?
Yeah, it's the whip.
The whip?
At the very end, the whip.
Oh yeah, you don't have enough coins. You have to spend, yeah, sorry. If you have coins in your hand, you have to spend them to then get the tokens. Sorry, yes, I understand the question now. So click on the cards to get the coins and then buy.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Lovely.
Okay, but to be fair, Steven probably do all the work anyway, so you probably saved yourself some headbutting. Awesome. It is, I don't know, chat, I think I've asked chat this before, like, what was your group project dynamic personality? Like, were you the, hey, I'll do all of it, or were you the, like, procrastinator, I'll phone it in last minute? Because I feel like I've asked this before, and I feel like we're mostly a community of people who did all the work ahead of time for everybody else.
Not me.
I think that's because you attract the company that you, like, I don't know, it's there's some, like, idiom there, but Alex, you were not the do the group project for every one person?
So I'm still waiting to get diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I got ADHD, and one of the, like, symptoms or something of ADHD is that you tend to, like, not do something and then like, do it very last minute. So actually, case in point, I'm applying for a course in something, and I have an essay that's due next Monday, and I've known about it for over a month, and I haven't even started. I haven't even like written down.
My anxiety's like my secondhand anxiety is through the roof right now.
Oh no, it's horrible. It's horrible to feel it because I know like I've had ages to do it, but I just can't seem to. I don't know. This is kind of like ties in with the whole having a puppy thing as well, though. Yeah, like I just haven't had time to do anything. So but that's just how I live my life in general. Though I have to say I am better mostly nowadays. Like for example, I don't know, I tend to like make schedules for myself, which helps. And like with streaming, I used to have timetables, which would really help me. But because this is like just a one-off essay thing, it's just I haven't, and I don't know.
No, I can definitely sympathize with that, but in like a slightly like kind of a twist on that, because I've been diagnosed actually with ADHD since I was a kid. I was like very early diagnosed, which for a girl in like the early 2000s, before that like literature came out of like actually yes, women can have ADD and it doesn't present the way it does in men. But for me, I can't do anything if I'm not like hyper motivated for it. That's where like my big procrastination comes in. And I think with school, I was so motivated by not wanting to fail. Like because I think for a long time, and chat knows this because I've talked about this before, I used to tie up a lot of my identity in like academia and like doing well, and that propelled me through school to be that like hyper we gotta do it perfectly. And as soon as I got out of school, out the window, like that, once I like stopped going to school and separated that from my identity, I have taken on a lot more of the like other traits of, oh, well, you know, I'll procrastinate more, unless it's something, again, that I am like super motivated on. If it's something I'm super motivated on, I will like do it as soon as humanly possible. But
Aiden in chat is saying I procrastinated doing my ADHD paperwork, which is true. They sent it to me, and then they had to resend it to me, I think, twice more.
Oh my god.
And then after that, they chased me about once a month. And I think between them sending it to me the second or third time and me filling it in, it took about 9 months.
Oh my god.
And whatever day it was that I filled it in, at this point, because at one point I found it like just randomly somewhere, and I was like, ooh. But so first of all, I printed it out because I was like, if I print it out, I'm more likely to get it done. And then I put it on my bedside table because I was like, exactly. Yeah. So I was like, I'll put it on my bedside table so I'll remember to do it. And then it sat there for months and months, and then eventually I found it, and it was like the stained, crumpled paper, and I filled it in. And as soon as I filled it in, I drove it down to the GP's because I was like, if I leave it, I'm not gonna hand it in. And I was like, and I think I like one of the things, like, because he said like, oh, you know, like write some bullet points as to like why you think you have it or whatever, just to like back up the case. And I think at one of the points I was like, I mean, look at this.
Yeah, I'm glad you used that of like, look at how long this one task took me.
Yeah. Sorry, just because I'm waiting before I can do anything. I have just an exploration left.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spend it. Did you say I keep it for the next
You can keep it. I probably wouldn't. I mean, you can just spend it and get the compass, unless you want to keep the card specifically, which you can. Normally I just...
Oh, I can just get the compass?
Yeah, just get the compass, yeah. That's what I would do. Okay. I would just spend it, get the compass. Now you have the compass. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I would pass. And now we're on to round 2. And you'll see that now we have 2 artifacts available and only 4 items. And, ooh, I actually drew my 2 cards.
Yeah,
that's
same.
Great, but it means my deck is absolute terrible.
Oh,
it means
yeah,
it is
of course, yeah.
Dog poop. It's very, very bad. It is like, I think that's 4 fear cards in my deck.
Oh, well, the good thing for me is one of my cards lets me draw a card, so actually
Good. That is a huge thing in this game. Card draw is very, very helpful for like extending your turns and stuff. So I personally, I always prioritize like cards and effects that give me card draw. Super, super big. And while you're taking your turn, I'm gonna scroll back up and chat.
Oh, it's me.
Barb says it depends on the project. This was my question on like what kind of group project person were you? Depends on the project, but I really tried to not boss people around. Oh, Barb, you're out there doing the Lord's work. I was so bossy. I was just like, nope, we're getting this done and we're getting an A, and you're doing this and you're doing this, and then I'm doing everything else because I don't trust any of you. I think it comes down to trust issues of like, I think it's more that I don't trust people and less about like, oh, it has to be perfect. It's more about like, well, I think I would do this better than other people, so I'm gonna just do it. I'm not saying that's good. I'm not saying I was like fun to have in your project. I'm just being honest with y'all.
I think that like it is hard though, because I think especially with school projects, there was always people who wouldn't pull their weight, so it is hard to trust.
You get burned once or twice, and then you're like, all right, I don't have a life, I don't have friends, I'll just sit at home and work on this and finish it. And that was a big part of it also, was that I just didn't do a lot of extracurricular stuff, so I just did school. That was it. And as we mentioned earlier, that had a lot of long-lasting effects of just associating everything with schoolwork. But now we work in board games, and we've broken that headspace, thank God.
So I'm just reading this Pathfinder stuff. It says relocate one of your placed archaeologists to a camp or level 1 site and activate it.
I'm trying to find where is that? Is it a card?
It's a artifact. So camp is one of these first 5.
Correct. Yeah. And then that like keyhole number 1 icon means any of the ones in that middle section. The very top section has like a 2-prong symbol. The middle one has the 1 prong. So basically, once you've placed an archaeologist, you can then move it. So it has to already be out on the board somewhere, and then you can move it. That's a really good card.
And it costs a tablet to use that?
So the way it'll work is when you buy it, you'll use it immediately. So if you want it, wait until you've placed someone so that you can use it. And then the tablet means when it comes back up in your hand, you'll have to pay a tablet to use it again.
Gotcha. Okay.
Megan says, I hated group projects because it meant being involved with people I didn't know. That's the worst. Yes, 100%. I think that's why I was way worse about that in school than like in my job setting. Like in my job setting, I know what the people I work with are capable of. So I'm like less, it's about the fear of like, I don't know you. I don't know how you're going to work. I don't know if you're going to do a good job. I'm going to just do it for you. And I went to like a public high school. So most of the groups I worked with like didn't, I think if I had gone to like a hoity-toity private school where everyone was like really trying, it would have been different. But because like the school I went to was not particularly like known for its academics or whatever, most people just let me do that, and no one had a problem with it. So I got away with it for a long time.
Sorry, another quick question. Yeah. What did you say the icon means? The one that gives you a gem with the card?
Yeah, that means that you have to pass a card. So take a card and just discard it. Not like get it out of your hand forever, but just pass it.
Okay.
So going there will effectively cost you 2 cards, one for the travel icon and one for the pass effect.
That is expensive. Expensivo.
Dark Santanic says, currently trying to get an official diagnosis for ADHD for my eldest before she gets quote-unquote too old, and they just blame hormones and leave her to rot until she's an adult. Yes.
Jesus.
That's a very morbid, intense way of putting it, but it's super true. It's way easier to get it diagnosed as a kid. It's also, from personal experience, it's a lot harder to get it diagnosed as a woman or as a girl, because it tends to present slightly differently, as most like mental health things do. It presents differently, and I find that a lot of women tend to be more like just ADD as opposed to like the hyperactivity you associate with like young boys. So yeah, it's tricky. I wish you the best of luck, Dark Santanica. Getting my ADHD diagnosis when I was a kid was like super duper life changing. Because it was very like comorbid, because I also, as everyone in chat knows, I'm also dyslexic. I talk about it all the time. And being dyslexic and ADHD was a wombo combo of like, reading is hard, so I space out because it's hard, and things take me forever. Like reading tests and stuff just took longer because the ADHD, again, not wanting to do something I'm not super motivated to do, reading is really hard. I just took a lot longer to do everything, all my schoolwork. And it's hard because when you're a kid, a lot of times they'll just be like, oh, she's just, less intelligent, or she's less motivated. And that's not always the case. So getting the language to, communicate what is happening is super empowering. So I hope that goes well for you, Dark Santanica. All right, I've got 2 the arrowheads. I need a tablet if I'm going to move up in the world.
No.
So.
Because I can't move onto that space if you're there, right?
No, you can. You definitely can.
Oh, okay.
The only benefit of getting there before other people is you'll notice some of the spots have got bonuses. So there's a bonus here that lets you get a tablet. There's the one above you is an upgrade. So it lets you turn a tablet into an arrowhead or an arrowhead into a gem. And once someone goes there, that's a one-time bonus. That's the only benefit of getting there first, is you get that one-time bonus. And not every spot has it. I think you can see it's like every other one. So I guess I'll just go here. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to explore a new site. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do that, spend the dog to get that. All right, now I have lots of stuff to work with next round.
Ooh.
Oh my god, hi Eva and Eric, welcome on in. Hi Bebe, welcome on in. Sorry, I'm super behind on chat because I want to read. Everyone's got really interesting things to say about the procrastination, ADHD conversation. Lots of people have really good comments, so I'm scrolled very far back. So if you're just joining us, I'm sorry if I haven't gotten to your comment yet. Yeah, Spitska says, I always think I'm going to write the best paper ever and then leave it to the last minute and then make it just good enough. Yeah. That's what my brother's like. So I am not like that, but I definitely know people who do that.
Me.
Finally, a Tuesday stream that's not at 5 a.m. or whatever. Yeah, you can thank Alex for that because she's in Ireland, and so we needed to do this stream after she got off work. So we're doing a little late afternoon stream, which is really nice.
Yeah, I appreciate that, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, of course. As long as it's before like 3 or 4 my time, it's fine because we have a very European audience. So like, as long as it's in that early afternoon time zone for me, it's usually fine.
I don't know what to do. I've got like analysis paralysis.
Do you want to
walk
walk through like your thoughts, your options?
Yeah. So I'm not gonna get to that space before you do. And I know you said it doesn't matter, but it would take me 2 turns to get stone and arrowheads. So it's like in my head, I'm like, well, actually, I don't think I even have. Well, I'd have to overspend.
Yeah.
So I'd have to spend 2 cards anyway to get those 2 things.
Yeah.
So in my head, actually, as I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, well, I might as well just spend 2 cards to get the gem, right? And then I can, I guess, upgrade something, but there's nothing I really want to upgrade at that point, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, the upgrade ability is tricky because it can be really helpful, but I find oftentimes I don't have something to upgrade. So it's like great if you can make use of it, but another thing, I don't know if you have a compass card in your hand, but you have 2, which means you're close to 3, which means you're close to being able to discover a new site, which might magically give you some of the resources you're looking for. It'll also introduce a guardian you'll have to overcome, but that is, I'll give you insight. That's what I'm going to be doing next turn. I've built up 3 compasses so that I can explore.
Okay.
And also each of those like idols, those little tokens that you see on undiscovered sites, all of those are 3 points, I believe. So uncovering sites is helpful. You get points, and if you can overcome the guardian, that's 5 more points, and you get the luck of the draw of maybe you get some helpful materials. So for me, it's like, the way I think about it is like, if I am going to explore a new site in a round, I try to do that early so that I can like see what I have to work with, because maybe I'll get lucky and get some stuff that I'm looking for from that site. So you like go into the round with as much information as possible.
That has not helped.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Alkali, are you talking about the crazy sky we got going on right now? Yeah. Oh my God, Eva and Alkali are talking about the crazy wildfire smog that's happening. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh.
But like, I live in Pennsylvania. This is not like, do you see the, here, hold on. This is like, we were driving home from Scranton yesterday because we had to go into the city for our little joint orthodontist visit. My partner and I both have Invisalign, so we have little couples appointments. It's so stupid cute. I love it so much. We sit in little chairs together.
No way.
Both getting our teeth fixed, which by the way, chat, I am almost done with my Invisalign, which is so exciting. Oh my God. I finished the first, if you know anything about Invisalign, you go through a bunch of like plastic trays they put in your mouth. You get to the end of that, and then you do what's called refinements, where they're like doing little tweaks and stuff, but I'm done with like the bulk of the work. I went in yesterday and they were like, you're done. So I'm very, very excited. But on our drive back, it was like the sky was bright red. It was so spooky. We kept making jokes about it. It felt like the blood moon from Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild when the blood moon rises. It was the craziest light. And I don't know if I can turn my camera so you guys can see it. I don't know if it's just bright white light. My camera won't focus on it. Nah, the angle's not good enough, but it's like super yellow and dusty. It looks like we're in Arizona right now with the color of the sky, because there's a ton of wildfires in Canada that is wafting down to us. And it's something, I mean, I'm sure if you live on the West Coast, you experience it all the time, but it's a brand new thing for us. We were really freaked out driving back. It looked like something was very, very wrong. Yes, I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do, which is uncovering a level 1 site. And you'll see the level 1 sites are either cars or boats, so keep that in mind. You have to spend a higher travel icon to get out there. I will go here, spend a boat. Get that framed better. Okay, we're gonna spend a boat I'm going to use that to upgrade one of my arrowheads into a gem. And then we're uncovering the site. And that got me card draw, a coin, and a tablet. And then my guardian is unfortunately passing a card, spending a coin, and spending an arrowhead. Now, again, I don't have to defeat that guardian because that's a lot of stuff. He's asking for like most of the things I have and things that I want to use. But if I can do that, I will get 5 points for overcoming him, and I will get his boon, which is listed in the top right. So his boon is that card with an X is to exile a card. That's how you get fear out of your hand. And if I don't overcome the guardian, again, I still get like the 3 points for uncovering the site, but I will get a fear card because I've run away from the guardian.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, that's my whole turn. I can't overcome the guardian now, so I'll have to sit and think on that. Oh my god, JB, welcome on in. She says PA is putting on Breaking Bad filters. Exactly. It feels like something out of like the Southwest or something.
That's great. I love that. IRL filter.
Jamie, I hope you're doing all right. Thank you for joining us. And James Blake, welcome on in as well. Good news and bad news. I get to watch the stream today because I'm taking a sick day. Yuck. James, I'm so sorry. That's a major bummer. I hope you feel better soon. I hope we can provide you some sick day entertainment.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to buy that Pathfinder staff that lets me relocate a dude from the encampment to one of these other places and I'm assuming it has to be a place that's already been discovered.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it has to be unoccupied because you're actually moving your dude there, and there can only be one dude per spot.
Mm-hmm. For future reference, I'm assuming I wouldn't. Oh no, because that's exploration. The 3 compasses. I wouldn't spend those anyway, would I? Because I'm just moving there. I'm not exploring.
Right. That's only if you are actually actively discovering a spot do you spend those 3 compasses. Oh my god, Eric says, oh hey chat, can you do me a favor and add a few more Chaos Names cards that have to do with Ray's pitch perfect Shrek impersonation for Friday? Eric, how dare you? I will say though, we are playing Chaos Names with Eric this Friday, so if you want to have your cards included, now is your chance. You gotta do it before Thursday. Thursday morning will probably be when I pull them all over, and I think we'll do mostly new ones, because there's been a ton that have been added. So I'll probably pull all from the new one. So make your voice heard, chat. Make a Chaos Names card. Do your part for this community. Pull your weight, chat.
We need you.
All right, what am I doing here? Ugh.
I mean, I just played regular codenames on here before, and it was chaotic enough. I can't even imagine.
All right, we'll pass the fear. We'll spend a coin and a arrowhead, and we will get that guardian. And you'll see if you look at my board, the boon from that guardian showed up as like a little square at the bottom of my board. So now I can just click that whenever I want to use it, and it's a one-use type of thing, unlike the assistants who will hang around. Boons, you use them once. They're usually nothing like life-changing. It's usually like a exile a card, get a travel icon kind of thing.
Where did you say that was? On the right side of your...
On my player board, you'll see like a little square at the bottom, like right-hand corner that has a little exile icon.
Ah, gotcha.
I want you to make deeply cursed Chaos Names cards. Pull your weight, chat. I'm very excited. It's been a long time since we played Chaos Names, and Eric is such a fun counterpart in that game. So I'm really looking forward to that. But for those of you who are just joining us, Eva, James, Jamie, Eric, and anybody else who's lurking, I hope you're having a lovely week so far. Our question of the day is, as always, what games have you been playing on Tuesdays? We've also been talking a little bit about like experiences with like group project dynamics has been something we've been chatting about. Like, are you the type of person who does everything? Are you the type of person who procrastinates? And that's led into an interesting conversation about like ADHD diagnoses and stuff. I know I missed a ton of comments. They got lost in the shuffle, so if you want to repost what you said earlier, feel free to do so.
Eric has just cleared the table of conversations we've had thus far with the question of, have you seen Across the Spider-Verse yet? I
have not. I'm not a superhero girly. I've
seen it twice.
Is it good? I've heard people say it's good. Both me and my partner are not into like Spider-Man, Superman things, and I know that genre is changing, it becoming cooler and better. It just has not a lot of, like, the concept of superheroes is just not something we're vibing with, but is it good?
Honestly, I can't speak for you if you're not into superheroes. I can't really say if you're gonna like it or not. But like, I've seen it twice, and I'm gonna see it at least a couple more times. It is my film of this year, and I can't see anything trumping it, to be honest, because it's like,
damn,
it's so good. Like, honestly, I could just talk about it all day. It's great.
Eric says, okay, superhero movies pass, boring, not worth it. The Spider-Verse movies, perfect, beautiful, no notes. See, that's what I've heard, is that it's on like another level. It's on like another plane of, it is transcended. The problem is that I've just got, here's the thing, chat, here, let me take you down my deep, dark, psychological, twisted mind of why I don't like superhero movies. As y'all know, I was a Tumblr girly in the 2010s. I was into the whole, like, super hulock side of Tumblr, but there was also the mega Marvel boom during that era, and it was just everywhere, and it just was so oversaturated. All my friends were like, they would drag me to superhero movies, and it would be, I just didn't like it. I think I got burned by, like, the 2010s, like, superhero Tumblr culture. It gave me the ick, and I don't know how else to describe it. It gave me the ick, and I never went back. I just couldn't. It was too much. It was too much. I couldn't handle it. And I know that the genre has gotten better, so I need to overcome my internalized biases about superhero movies all just being overproduced and boring and like full of in-jokes where if you haven't seen the last 5 movies, you're not gonna get anything. That was like the era of superhero movies that I was introduced to as someone who didn't really care, and it just turned me off kind of forever, but maybe
no, I get it. It's been a lot, especially with like Marvel pumping out stuff all the time, and it's not always good quality. But yeah, honestly, this is another level. Like, okay. I genuinely think, like, if you never watched another superhero movie in your whole life, okay, you should watch this.
That is very high praise.
You'd have to watch the first one first. Is the only thing. Yeah. But the two of them are really good. Like, the first film, Into the Spider-Verse, was so good. But Across the Spider-Verse is honestly, it's so good times 1,000. Like, honestly, I can't praise it enough. It's so good. It's so. But I guess, like, if you're not into superhero stuff, maybe it wouldn't be that good, because I think a lot of stuff that I love is like.
I've just been turned off from superhero movies. I think from everything I've heard, this could be a movie that brings me back into it. But I just got both my partner and I just got super turned off by the churning out of Marvel kind of just. And close your ears, Barb, and anyone else in this chat who loves Marvel. You love what you love. That's cool. For me, I found a lot of it like overproduced and just kind of the humor. It got like that really like canned sense of humor of like saying your one quippy line and then zooming off. Like I never liked that. And I definitely think that has colored my opinion of like all superhero movies. So I'll have to, love is love. Normalize loving Marvel, okay? Okay, Barb says, mate, the comics are stupid and that's why I love it. The movies are funny. If you love the movies, that's cool. I'm not trying to like polarize our chat. This is just where I'm coming from and why, even though I've heard all this praise for Spider-Verse movies, I'm like, oh, it's Spider-Man. I didn't, like, I like some, I just, But if enough people bully me about it, I'll do it. I'm susceptible to peer pressure.
I will say, like, this is not really Spider-Man because it's Miles Morales. Right. I know he's like he is a Spider-Man entity, and there is spider people in it, but it doesn't actually have Peter Parker or any of that kind of backstory. Yeah. So it is like, I would say, separate from Spider-Man in a sense. But I would just say, because Eric made a comment there saying like he gasped loads. Like, honestly, I was at the edge of my seat for so much of it. Like I was like, my eyes were like this big, like watching it. I honestly haven't seen anything like it, and it feels like I never will.
Okay, all right.
This is like, I'm going really over the top, but honestly,
no, like, I need that. I need someone to be like, this is life changing, because if you just are like, it's a great new superhero movie, I'll be like, meh.
I'm not the kind of person who gets like mega hype over things. Okay. I was super excited. I've been mega excited about a bunch of stuff coming out lately, and I've been like kind of burnt by a lot of them. Like Guardians of the Galaxy was one that I was like really excited about for talking about superhero movies, and I was very disappointed, and I actually like really, really didn't like it. I have no intention of maybe ever watching that third film again. Honestly, especially if you compare it to the first two. But anyway, I won't get into that. But like, there's been a few instances of that happening with me where I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait for this film it's come out, and I was a bit like, oh okay, that was not really what I wanted. Whereas this one, I kind of like didn't really, apart from knowing the first one was good, I didn't really have that much like writing on it, and it ended up being just like so big. And I do think it's more than a superhero movie. It does so much for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like art wise, it's incredible. There's moments where I forget it's like animated, and the people look real. Like you can almost feel the weight of like that human body that they've got, but they don't actually have, and it's like just a masterpiece.
No, that's actually, I needed to hear someone talk about it like that, because I've only ever really heard praise from other people who I already know, like Marvel and traditional superhero movies. So it's helpful to hear it from someone, I don't know, to put it in those words. That was very helpful. And chat, maybe I'll bully myself and my partner into watching it, because it'd be good to kind of wash the taste of like recent Marvel movies out of my mouth and like open my eyes up to what the genre can be. And again, I want to hammer this home. If you like Marvel movies, that's literally totally fine. I have like to completely fine. This is all just my personal opinion and giving backstory as to why I haven't watched the Spider-Verse movies despite everyone saying they're amazing. Is because I lived through the like insane Marvel hype of like everyone saying they're amazing and me being like, I don't like these. So I won't ever trust you guys again. Adler, welcome on in. Yes, we are talking about Across the Spider-Verse. Rolling Reggie, welcome on in. Sorry, chat is going absolutely bonkers right now. I'm missing so very much. Thank you all for joining us and tuning in if you're just catching up with us. I'm trying to scroll through and read some hot takes.
The soundtrack. Yeah, sorry, just want to comment on that.
You're good.
The soundtrack for both films are incredible.
Eric says, actually, what I really love about chat today is that literally everyone in chat seems to be like, regardless of how you feel about superhero movies, you're valid for not liking them. It's because we got a good chat, Eric. It's because we got good vibes. Everyone respecting each other's opinions. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. The Spider-Verse movies are a whole different thing. From artistic point of view, you should definitely check out the first one and see what you think. Ray, here's my pitch, says James. Spider-Verse is the first American animated film I've seen in years, and I thought it was astounding, new, and different. See, that's what I need. I need people who've been like, I also tuned out of superheroes, and I loved it. Because I don't trust the opinions of my Marvel fan friends. I'm like, I love that for you. I'm not taking any further notes at this time. No suggestions, please. I don't trust you. Hama says, Ray, give it an honest watch of Into the Spider-Verse and decide. You gotta give it a try, though. The animation is so good. The score and the soundtrack is so good. I got you, Hama. I'll give it a shot, chat. Maybe I'll watch it this weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah, Hama says it's not an MCU-style Spider-Man movie. That's what I didn't understand, I think.
Yeah. I think that's true. Can I do this?
Sorry, Across the Spider-Verse caused chat to go hog wild, which valid. Yeah, chat was moving. I'm so sorry if I miss your comments or your hot takes. I'm trying to scroll through and grab some of them. Rolling Rage says, I genuinely believe that expectations are everything when it comes to movies, games, and shows. That's interesting. It's definitely confirmation bias to a degree of like, once you don't like one thing of a certain genre, it colors your opinion forever, and it's really hard to wipe the slate clean, and it takes something really astounding and groundbreaking, like it sounds like the Spider-Verse movies are, to bring people kind of back into that genre who maybe didn't like the direction it was heading in.
Oh no.
Do you need
I've got
help or guidance or counsel?
I have got both of my dudes on the board.
You do have both your dudes on the board.
So apart from like, I guess potentially buying cards, which I don't think I can afford cards. Or I can just like spend my cards, right?
I will say Guiding Stone is one of my favorite cards in the game. It says you get to reveal the top stack of the like first location cards, activate it, which is basically like getting a free location. That's a very good card. So you have the compasses to buy that. You have, the thing is you've got a lot of resources, but not a whole lot of like mobility on the research track with them right now. But next turn, all you need is an arrowhead, and you can move your magnifying glass up. Yeah, honestly, if I were you, I'd probably buy Guiding Stone or hold on to those compasses for next turn and do some exploring with them.
I've done it.
You've done it? All right, now if you lose,
so
you can blame me on that suggestion.
And money. I got exactly what I need to do.
There you go. See, that happens. There you go.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, of course. That's a really good card.
That's cool. Thanks. I don't think I really understood what it meant. So
right. It just means like grabbing one of those location tiles and just getting the benefit with you don't have to spend anything. You don't have to deal with guardians. It's a really nice way to. I mean, it's random. You never know what you're gonna get, but it's usually good. All right, now I've got 3 tablets and nothing else. Ah, yes. Great.
Yummy, yummy.
Awesome.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Let's exile that fear just while I'm thinking of it. Ugh.
Eric also said that he's gonna talk your ear off on Friday about it, so I might have to tune in just so I can get involved in that conversation. I could be in chat like.
Yeah, you get the role reversal. All right, so I spent a tablet to use hunting arrows to get yet another fear card and 2 arrowheads, which that'll be the end of my turn.
Yeah, rolling Reggie, absolutely agree. That I think that was one of the reasons why I thought it was massive.
Yeah.
I think like
yeah.
just I mean I don't is any of it spoilers like I'll just say names and if you know you know, but like Jess was a big one. I can't remember what the name of the character is, but the one I can't remember. She's got like she's got a really straightforward name, but she makes a crutch joke, and there's I can't remember how to pronounce it. I actually practiced pronouncing this name, and I can't remember what it is, but it's I don't want to say too much, but one of the the spider people, I was like really excited about. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about it now.
Literally you're so good, because this is something I can't engage my chat with because I haven't seen it yet. So it's actually really nice to have someone on camera who can. There's clearly some pent-up energy in chat. The way chat exploded when they're like, oh my god, there's an on-camera presence who can actually talk to us about superhero movies now. Oh my god, Paula Deming, welcome on in. Thank you so much for that raid. Holy heck. Thank you so much, Paula. I appreciate it. What were y'all playing today over on Paula's channel? And if you're joining us from the raid, welcome on in. My name is Ray. Welcome to the Czech Games Edition Twitch channel. We are a board game publisher known for all the games that you see behind me, including Codenames, Lost Ruins of Arnak, which is what we're playing right now, Deal with the Devil, Starship Captains, Letter Jam, all those games we make here at Czech Games Edition. My name is Ray. I'm the in-house content creator here, which mostly just means I hang out with y'all on Twitch. Today, I'm joined by my lovely friend Alex Lolies to play some Lost Ruins of Arnak on BGA with us. !G or !guests will lead you to her Twitch channel. And yeah, thank you for joining us. Gameritis guy, it's good to see you. Welcome on in. Hornus, hello. What is up, friends? Thank you so very much for that raid. I do very much appreciate it. CG, what about my first Deal with the Devil? Oh my gosh. Thank you for that follow. Not a crit fail. I love your username. Welcome on in. So yeah, we're doing a little bit of like a teach situation. I've played Lost Ruins with Alex before, but that was a long time ago, so we're doing kind of a relearning session. So if you've never played Lost Ruins of Arnak, this is a good opportunity to ask questions about it, because this is a very like informative playthrough. We're sort of learning and remembering how to play it, so yeah.
When was the last time?
I must have been, it was before I moved here. And I moved here 6 months ago. So it was well over 6 months, because I was still in Scranton when we played it the first time. And also, if you're from Paula's chat, we are having a heated discussion about the new Spider-Verse movie. So if you have thoughts, chat is bullying me into watching it and telling me all the reasons why I should. So if you like it, if that's something you're into lately, we've been talking about that a lot. And we also have a question of the day, which every Tuesday we always ask, which is tell me what games you've been playing recently. So ! Let me bring it up. ! QOTD. Tell me about the board games you've been playing recently. Also, I realized I never answered that question. I'll do that in 1 second. I'm gonna take my little Taking a little research track action. Let's go. Yeah, the only game I played between this Tuesday and last Tuesday that was new was I tried a demo of No Context from Banana Chan, and I don't know the second designer because I don't know him personally, but I do know Banana Chan personally, and it was really, really fun. It was a delight. I saw it at my my local, not local, I mean I live in rural Pennsylvania, so nothing is local here. A super small gaming convention that I went to over the weekend, with mostly like local comic book artists and like crafters, but there was one real board game publisher there. There was Skybound was there. And that was the reason I went. I was like, oh shoot, there's real board game representation at this show. And I went, and it was really funny because the guy running the booth recognized me, which is very weird. It was in the like basement of our American Legion building. It was like a really small, like super duper local show. And he was like, "Were you Ray from Twitter?" And that was the weirdest experience I've had in a really long time. And my partner was there. He's like, "Did you just get recognized in like a basement of a like public building?" But he was really, really sweet. It was a really fun demo. No Context is basically a party game where you are using completely out of context comic book panels to describe completely other out of context comic book panels. It's really fun. It was a really fun time. And yeah, it was nice to see some like real tabletop representation at our local show. And so I bought a copy, and I'm really excited. I think it was one of the first opportunities it was available. I think it like is just being sent out to reviewers now, and is only available at like local game stores. Oh my God, Eric, We Heart Katamari. Hell yes, I haven't gotten it yet, but I plan to. When I do my trip to Calgary, I'm gonna get that on my Switch, and I'm so excited. Because I feel like playing Breath of the Wild on the plane is definitely an option, but like I need to have the full TV experience for Breath of the Wild, so I'm gonna get We Heart Katamari for the plane ride. I've got a tablet and an arrowhead, and I can move up here with that. Oh, I'm gonna get a second research assistant. I'll get this girl. I like this girl.
Oh, when did you get the first one?
I've moved my book up twice. That's how I've been getting them.
Oh, you get it? I thought the 0 meant that you didn't get one. What does the 0 mean?
What 0? Oh,
it's a 0
sorry,
points.
That's points. That's just points.
Gotcha. Oh man.
Sorry, I didn't explain that symbol.
That's fine. I just I assumed, and you know what they say when you assume.
That's what the rat guy said to me yesterday. I was like, I assumed you could get up into the attic, and he turned around. He said, "You know what they say when you assume?" I was like, "I'm sorry." That trauma just keeps coming back into this conversation.
Sorry. Oh my God, you still have a guy as well? What?
This has been a weird round for me. Doing some magic.
Oh,
Adam, welcome on in. It's good to see you. He says, you lived in Scranton. I go to PA, grew up in Western PA. Oh, nice. Yeah, I lived in Scranton for a couple years, and now I live in like Central PA.
Can I do that? No.
But yeah, we both freaked out, me and the guy who's working the Skybound table, because he lives super close as well. We were both like, oh my God, we're probably the only two board game professionals in this rural area of PA. It was a very fun chance meeting. It's a lot of fun. All right. I have got just a compass, which doesn't get me a whole heck of a lot. Oh, I should explain, you don't have one yet, but you will eventually. If you want to scroll down and look at my board, you see how that idol that I got from discovering that one site is on my board? I can use it and cover up these like little empty spots, like the little slots you can put it into above it, to activate any of the bonuses you see off to the left. That's a quick action because it's got that lightning bolt on it, right? And it loses you points because you're covering up that spot. So the first time you use one, you lose 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, 4 points. That is a very helpful mechanic to get you out of tricky situations because it's got this big smorgasbord of things you can get for that. So that's another benefit of discovering sites. All right, I'm gonna do a little, the thing is I have this guy, but I can't really go anywhere with him. I guess I can use the plane to go, use use the plane to go like down here somewhere. Yeah, I'll use the plane to go here. Oh, I don't have there's no spot. I can't fit there because you're there. Damn it. Damn it. All right, I'll go here. Fine. Fine. I don't have any coins, so I can't do that. I will pass. Yes. All right, and we are on to round 3. You're halfway done.
Ooh. Okay.
Gamer says, I need to get ARNAK to the table again to solo. It feels intimidating to set up, but the gameplay is quite quick after. Yes, Gamer, that has been my experience as well. It is quite a hefty setup. There's a lot of little bits and bobs, but I like how quickly ARNAK solo moves along. Oh god, I've got all this fear in my hand. Good god. What a waste.
It's because of all the rats in
your
roof.
They are bringing gold for their queen. Barefoot, thank you for the 20-month resub. Thank you for supporting our moderators. If you're new around here, if you just came over from Paula Deming's raid, all the revenue that we generate on this channel goes to my lovely moderators. So if you're having a nice time in chat, it's a lovely way to give back to them because they help me out a lot behind the scenes to make this stream what it is. I'll go here. I'll spend this plane. God, stop giving me fear. Stop it. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose like 10 points in fear. This is disgusting. Disgusting.
Oh yeah, because they're minus points. I forgot that.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad all around. It is cool though, in the expansion, the first expansion to Lost Ruins of Arnak, it introduces like unique character abilities, and one of the characters is a guy who wants to collect a lot of fear, and he can like use it in his secret dark rituals. It's a really fun twist on the mechanic of usually trying to avoid fear. It's a really fun twist on that. Monkey Unit, thank you for joining us. The solo campaign was really good. You are gonna like the new expansion then. If you are a big fan of ARNAK solo content and you didn't know, the second ARNAK expansion has got a whole dedicated section to solo play. I think !ARNAK still leads to the website. Yeah, go follow that link if you're curious. If you have liked the free campaign that we put out for Lost Ruins of Arnak, the free solo campaign, you will like the new expansion for the game. Also, Bloody Lion, thank you for that Prime sub. Welcome on in, friend. How's it going? God, stop giving me fear. If only.
Okay.
Oh, have a good lurk, Jamie. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. Shardius, that is a terrifying emote, and I love it. Welcome on into chat. It's good to see you.
That's not bad. Okay.
Says, oh, tongue. Oh, hello.
Oh. It's weird that the end of the tongue is still
stationary. Yeah. You didn't commit to the bit all the way. All right, so I have
dog lurk.
3 tablets I need to get rid of this guardian. That's garbage. So much fear in. Oh, and of course I drew fear. I have 3 fear in my hand right now, chat. This is disgusting. This is actually terrible.
Go there. Well.
Terrifying emotes, you say?
Should probably play this. Let's do it.
I got to talk to Min and Elwyn at Essen last year, and they mentioned the solo campaign being part of the expansion. Hype for it since hell yeah, Monkey Unit. Aren't they so nice? Alex, Min and Elwyn are the husband and wife duo that made Lost Ruins of Arnak. They're so sweet. If you ever go to a convention where they are, they're just an absolute delight. I highly recommend just giving them a chit chat. They're super sweet. God,
I think you've had them on here at least once,
yeah,
if not.
Yeah, I've had them on to announce both of the expansions. I've had them on for. They also hinted at a digital implementation of the game besides BGA. Shh, I can't talk about it. Yes, but shh. That's my official legal response, officer. That's all I've got to say about that.
Oh, I don't have a plane.
You can always spend 2 coins, which you do have. You can always turn in 2 coins for a plane, so you will be able to do that if you don't use your coins on something else.
Gotcha.
Garbage, chat, garbage.
Wow, you do have a lot of fear. Holy moly.
Dude, so much, so much. I need to exile it so badly. I have like -6 points from fear, which is really bad.
Wow.
That is way too much fear. All right, I guess I will do this to get the arrowhead, and I will do this. Well, it doesn't help that I have hunting arrows that gives me fear every time I want to use it. And then I will hop up here, come hang out with you. And that's
Ew.
Pokemon in bus error. I am scared. I live in a constant state of fear. It's just the game imitating life at this point.
Oh, I could spend fear to do that. What was my plan here? Nobody knows.
Yeah, gamer. I think that's why my brain autofilled it, because I feel like that might have been a more appropriate name. Oh, have a good lurk and work, Bloody. Sorry, I missed that. Thank you for tossing us a lurk. I appreciate it. Also, mods, I'm gonna turn up my music a little bit. Let me know if it's too loud.
I'm getting into the groove now.
Yeah, it really does. You get the hang of it. It also picks up because you get to start to be able to like do more and build combos and think ahead on your turns more. In the first couple rounds, you're kind of just doing what you can, and by the 3rd, 4th, 5th rounds, you're really starting to plan ahead and build up these little combo turns where you do this, that lets you do this, that lets you do this. It's like a good little ping pong.
I think when we first talked about the rematch, I'd kind of thought like we'd do it a lot closer to when we played the first game.
Yeah.
So that I'd actually know how to play the game at that point, and then I'd be actually be able to have a go at beating you. But
life has
had a first
gotten
game
in the
twice.
way. Yeah.
Okay, so what was my plan here?
It's amazing how far you can stretch to the resources in this game if you plan correctly. Yeah. ARNAK is the art of just extending your rounds as much as humanly possible and manipulating it so that you have the exact right resources at the exact right time, because like none of them mean anything afterwards.
All right, nice. This ability that lets me exile a card, is that from my hand, not from my discard pile?
It can be either.
Okay.
It can be either.
And I can use that now or next turn.
Which ability is this?
So I picked up, I beat my, what are they called again?
Guardians. Yeah, you can use that whenever.
So I can play it on a card I've already played.
Yep. And there's really no reason to hold on to it, because like all fear is the same. So you might as well just exile it now while you're thinking of it. Unless it's in your hand and you think you might want it for the boot.
Well, I've already spent it, so yeah. Might as well exile
I
it.
would just get rid of it.
Cool. I've just exiled 2.
Oh, I'm so special. I'm over here drowning in my own fear and anxiety.
Yeah. I think I don't have any fear left, actually.
Damn.
I think that was my own.
Must be
Do you
nice.
start with 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, then I'm out.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it might be 3. It might be 3.
I don't see any in my deck. Because I can see my discarded cards, right? Oh, there's only 2 there.
Yeah, you still have a deck of 4. I think there might be one still in there, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'm
fearless, that's right. Don't you forget it.
I've got kind of a useless set of stuff. It looked like I have so many cards in my hand and 3 of them are fear. I guess let's do this. Maybe let's buy this card. That's a good card to have. Yeah. Also, sorry, Chad, I'm munching on my lunch because the stream's at a weird time for me, so don't mind me just crunching. It's only multiplayer at the moment, Adam. But you never know. That might change.
So, did you say if you don't beat that guardian
Yes.
by the end of the round,
Yeah.
will anything happen? You get fear.
Yep, you got it. And it
Okay.
stays there, so someone else in the future could come and defeat it later.
Gotcha. Because like, I think I could actually explore it, but I don't think I could beat it in this. Well, it depends what they want, I suppose. But
I usually prioritize defeating guardians because you get the boon and you also get 5 points, which is pretty legit. My
So
lunch
if
is
I-
not noodles, Ray. Bloody, I've been eating salads lately. Be so proud of me. Yo, what's up, Dawn? Dawn, it's been a minute. I think. Dawn, it's good to see you. Welcome on in. How's it going? How's your summer treating you?
you know what? I'm gonna take the chance.
Do it. Follow your heart.
I can hear my dog going absolutely crazy outside.
Well, you get the idol regardless of if you beat the guardian, but yes.
The
The idol is that little like token.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Yeah,
you
cool.
now have one, which you can use and in your little crates
yeah.
and get one of those one-time effects, which is very, very
How about
helpful in getting out of tricky situations and also beating guardians later. God, I have such a weird setup here. I guess oh my god, do I pass with 4 cards in hand? Chat? That's disgusting.
Do it.
That's horrid.
You have so much fear that makes you a coward, so you should pass.
Thanks. Oh, jeez. Christ. What I think I pass. I mean, I could get an artifact, which might not be the worst idea ever. I might get those Pathfinder sandals. That's all I can afford.
Okay, it's not my dog.
Wait,
I
what,
messaged
is
my
someone
partner,
else's dog?
Well, so the puppy that we adopted, it's actually our neighbors whose dog had puppies, and she had a litter of 8, and 5 of those puppies are amongst 4 of the houses here.
Oh, wow.
So I think I can hear one of her siblings going absolutely
That's
crazy.
cute
But
that
it
the
sounds
siblings
just
got
like
to
her.
stay near each other, though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
we have play dates
cute.
and everything, which is great. Yeah, it's really handy. It's really nice as well because like we can message each other and be like, "Is everyone else like what's everyone else's dog
Aw.
doing?" and stuff like that. Yeah, it's nice. She gets to see her mom every now and again, which is quite nice, and her brother and sister.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Jesus.
encountering a weird error where it's not letting me buy a card that I should be able to buy. I'm gonna reload and see if it...
Can you hear that?
I can hear
It's
something.
so loud.
Wait,
Yeah,
chat,
it's
am I
really loud.
crazy? Why won't it let me buy this? It says I don't have enough compasses. I have 4 compasses. And this card costs 4 compasses. Am I insane? What the... Hello?
Which?
I'm trying my guiding skull. I have 4 compasses. I have my main action.
Hmm.
I'm very confused. Let's try this again. What the? Give it to me! Gimme! Oh! Oh, I see why. I see why. Because the guiding skull, I have to pay a compass in order to use it. It should still let me buy it though. That's weird.
Oh.
So it technically cost me 5. Oh, poo. I guess I don't want it then because I can't really use it. I could get the obsidian earring, or I could just cry and end my turn, and just be done. Be done with this madness. I'll get the Pathfinder sandals. Well, I need something to make my deck less terrible. And that lets me relocate to a base site if I want to do that. Oh, I can go here. Hell yeah. Because I got plenty of cards to pass. Oh, I always do this the wrong way. I have to start by... Oh, I can run away from this guardian if I do this. Oh, I should probably do the guardian. Yay. Okay. Let's... Go here. Get 2 tablets and turn. All right.
Wow. Okay. So I was gonna go. So what is the symbol? Hold on, let me get my mouse out. What is this? Oh, this one here. Do you see where my mouse is?
I do not.
It's
Wait.
like the level 1 uncovered dig site that is a boat, kind of the one in the middle. It's got like an arrow pointing to the side.
Yes, that is untapping a tapped research assistant. So if you look at my board, you'll see both of my assistants are tapped. It would let you untap them. Normally they only untap at the end of the round.
Okay. Not that helpful for me. But I could go here. Let's go.
Going well currently on a bus to Anaheim. Oh, fun. Chaperoning a band trip to Disneyland. Ah, yes. Disneyland band trips. I know them so well. That was when I learned all the things I'm allergic to because I went into anaphylactic shock at my high school band trip. Fun times. Spent that entire trip in the hospital.
I've just realized I can't do the thing I was planning to do because I don't have an archaeologist. That's real dumb. I planned my whole move around it. It's fine. I think I can do something else. Maybe. No, I can't. No. I need an arrowhead for anything, and I can't get an arrowhead. That's super annoying.
You can, because you have an idol. If you want to use it, if that's like the linchpin in your whole plan, you do have that available.
Do
you mind real quick if I leave you to think about your turn while I BRB for like 2 seconds?
That's fine. I'd probably take my turn while you're away as well.
Okay.
But I will think about it first. Okay. I'll talk. Chat. I'm gonna talk to you about what I'm thinking here. Because I'm thinking a lot. I need to get it out. So I've got like a bunch of, well, not a bunch of stuff. I had 3 compasses, 2 tablets, and a gold. My plan had been to go here, but I forgot I'd used my 2 peoples. What I can do instead is if I get an arrowhead, I can either pop on the board here with my book, because I really need to get that going, and get myself a research assistant, which I might be able to tap on my, like, next turn to... Can I do anything? No, I need another arrowhead, annoyingly. Anyway, it's still handy to get a research assistant. Or I guess I could buy a card from up here. I can afford this one, or I can spend this to afford a more expensive one. I should look at these cards. Let's look at these cards first. Maybe this is better. So we've got a Guiding Skull, which is a card that Ray wanted, but I also only have 4 compasses. I could get 5 by using my idol. So I would pay to reveal the top tile of the Lala stack, activate it, and put it on the bottom. Ooh, it's a better version than the card I already have. That could be kind of fun, especially because I'd be taking it away from Ray. There's also Obsidian Earring. Dropped 2 cards from the bottom of your deck. Keep 1. No, it's kind of boring. And use the effect on the gold side. No, okay, I don't have one of those. I'm tempted to get Guiding Skull. That worked out kind of nicely for me last turn when I did like the level 1 of these. Let's do that. I think let's do that.
Alright. It sounds like I'm back at a good time. You figured out the puzzle of what you needed to do?
Yeah, there's a couple of different options, I guess, but I'm gonna just buy myself a card. Wait, does that make sense?
Shoo, Event Horizon, thank you for that follow. Sorry I was away when you followed. Thank you so much. Welcome to the CG Twitch channel. We're a board game publisher. We made this game, Last Ruins of ARNAK, and today I'm joined by my friend Alex, !Guess. You can find out her stuff.
Oh, yes!
Did you get what you wanted?
So beautiful. I got an arrowhead, which I wanted, and I got a gem.
Yo!
And I took a card that you wanted.
Damn.
That was pretty good. Thanks chat for listening to me while I made my decision there.
Oh, you bought Guiding Skull? That's a good card. That's a real good card.
You wanted it.
Yeah.
But it's worked out really well. So.
Yeah, because that uncovers, that's a taste of what level 2 sites look like. They're usually really, really good, and getting a card that lets you just run through that deck of options is awesome. Really good card. Alright. I gotta get rid of this Guardian, so I gotta do this, which I don't love. Using my idol to get 4 tablets now, which is so many. But I'm gonna use that to get this Bird Guardian. That's my turn.
Okay, I think I can do a couple more turns. I can pop up here. Get myself one of these lads.
Nice.
Which I think I'm getting lots of compasses. Maybe I'm overdoing on the compasses, but I guess you need quite a lot to get to level 3.
Yeah. Yeah, you need 6 to get up there every time you want to uncover a new site up there. Compasses are almost never a bad investment in this game.
I've done it. It's done.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend the money guy at this point.
No, he seems useless, yeah.
Alright.
At this point. I'm sure he's useful at some point, but it seems like too late in the game.
Yeah, I agree. Meryl, hello! Meryl, how's it going? How's your Tuesday? Hope you're having a good night. You know what? I'm just going all in on the fear strat. We're doing it. I'm playing hunting arrows, getting 2 arrowheads and a fear. Jesus Christ. Wow. My hand is such a nightmare. Literally. Wow. I'm surrounded by nothing but nightmares. I might just win this just
based on your minus points on
fear
cards.
It is bad. It is really, really bad. I've never gone this deep on fear, but that's how it's worked out. Linnaeus, hi. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Welcome on in. Meryl and Linnaeus, welcome to ARNAK with my friend Alex Lolies. Exclamation point guests will bring you to her Twitch channel. We're just chilling and chatting. We're doing like a little bit of a reteach. Alex has played the game before, but not in a while, so we're doing a little refresher on how to play, and we're chatting about all sorts of things. We've been talking about, obviously, games we've been playing recently, as always on Tuesday, so if you have anything fun you want to talk about, we're talking about that. We've also been talking about the new Spider-Verse movie, and ADHD diagnoses. That's what we've been chit-chatting about today. Welcome on in.
God, you're good at that. Whenever I'm streaming, I never know what I've been talking about. I just be like, oh, we've been talking about things.
We've been chit-chatting.
Should have been there.
I don't know, I like to like give, I don't know, to catch people up. I always get like when I watch streams, if I'm coming in at a moment, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? What have I missed? I like to like, I don't know what I missed. So I don't know, maybe no one in chat cares that I do that, but.
No, I'd say it's good. Like, I just can't remember. I've got like, I don't know if it's part of like the ADHD thing or if this is just a me thing, but I've got like, honestly, when people say I've got a mind like a sieve, like that's actually what my head is like. Things just fall through. Like sometimes people say, like people are talking to me in chat and I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, you were just talking about that. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh girl, no, I'm the same way. I call it streamer brain. I like can't retain information that I learn on streams. People will tell me really important information, like just like things about their hobbies, or like, you know, they'll mention something like they're in college or they live in PA or something, and then they'll just mention it again. I'll be like, what? I had no idea, because I have such a hard time, like in the moment I'm like, oh, that's cool, let me talk about that, but then you ask me to recall that information 2 days later, in and out, bye-bye, it's gone. And that same thing happens to me where someone will engage in a topic I talked about maybe 10 minutes ago, and then I'll be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, no. Oh, I made a terrible mistake.
What happened?
I didn't use my assistants. I should have just used them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not used to. I got 2 this like in the last 2 turns.
I should have paid attention and caught that for you. I'm sorry. That's
fine. I was just like, oh, I'm done. I'll pass. But that was dumb. I wish BGA had been like, wait, are you sure?
Are you sure? Wait, they normally do that. It normally does say like, hey, are you sure? Maybe
I mean, they might well have done. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, that's right, Meryl. Your board game event. Meryl ran a board game teach at her work over the weekend. Oh. Hell yeah, it was a great success. We successfully played Magic Maze with 8 people. It was beautiful, Meryl. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad it went well. I hope that sparked a love of, I don't know, a love of board gaming and all of your colleagues. That's so cool.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. This sounds fun. I'm gonna use my guiding stone again. Oh, I got a fear card.
Yep. Welcome to the pain.
That's alright. It's like my 1 fear card in my deck. I can live with that.
Alright, let's do...
That's a fun card to have. I think I should have 2 of those, right? Because then I have one. Oh, that is my second one. Right, got it.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. We're definitely gonna do it again, Meryl. That's fantastic. That's so cool. Introducing people to board games is definitely like labor intensive, like picking the games, doing the teach, and like making it very beginner friendly. But it is so rewarding, especially if it like goes well and people want to continue. Like the people you taught want to continue with the hobby. That's so heckin' cool, Meryl. I'm so proud of you.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like, even though I said to you at the beginning, I was like, I don't really remember anything. I think I do remember like kind of in the back of my mind about like things I did last time that didn't work, and I'm doing things a bit differently, which is nice.
Nice. I'm glad you're getting into that rhythm and you're feeling good about it. I'm just gonna keep moving up the research track while I can.
Moving on there.
But I need coins. God, I never thought I'd say that. I need coins. Yuck. I guess I'll do that. Get some coins. Bada bing. Yes, exactly. Case in point of me forgetting important information. One of my mods is a major metalhead, and apparently he's mentioned that multiple times to me. And and like a few months ago, it was brought up, and I was like, oh my god, what? I still feel so bad about that. I feel so bad. I just have small brain.
I have a lot of money, actually.
Damn, you got everything I don't have. No fear, money. Damn.
I'm living the life.
You really are.
I really need like arrowheads. I see what you're saying about like arrowheads is kind of the most scarce out of all of them, because I feel like I'm constantly in need of arrowheads.
Yeah, it's hard. Technically the rarest is gems, but you usually only need 1. The hard thing with arrowheads is you often need 2. Getting your hands on 1 is like doable. Getting your hands on 2 can be tricky. The conclusion of Friday was that I was terrible at teaching games. So bloody, you don't mean it. The first thing I tried to teach was Dixit, and it was so long ago since I played, so I was terrible. Oh, bloody. I'm sure you weren't bad. There's no way you did a bad teach of Dixit. I don't believe you. We're our own worst critics. I always feel that way when I teach games. I'm like, oh, I could have approached this differently or better, or like, they might have just not liked the game, and that might have been what was giving you the weird vibes. Yes, bloody, it's constant reinforcement of ideas is what I need. See, I trust Meryl here that you did well, bloody. I trust her. How you feeling?
Sorry, I'm just
you're good,
in my own little world here. Here we go. I'm gonna spend... Wait, was that a good idea? Yes, that was fine.
That's a really good spot, yeah.
Yeah. I'm now in that part of the game where I'm like, I'm really invested, so I'm just going silent. I think this is exactly like what you're saying you want to avoid it in like your live code names. I'm just like
exactly
mega in the zone now.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those things like if I was more like familiar and kind of more comfortable with the game of like what I like to do on a regular basis, I'd be able to like play this and talk like quite easily without thinking too hard. But because I'm a bit like, there's a lot of things I can do and I want to do them all, and which order can I do them in?
No, I have so much respect for people who like learn games on stream. I've only had to do it a couple times, and I like lose all my personality. I'm just so focused on not like doing something embarrassing or like playing wrong. So you are all good.
I tried to do something and it was like, it's not your turn. I'm sorry.
Calm down.
I'm just really having a good time.
Alright, let's get that tablet. Ooh, nice. Not really the Guardian I wanted to see, that's alright. Alright, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna leave you again for like 2 more seconds. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
I'll be right back.
I'm fine with it. Leave me, it's fine. I didn't actually see what she did because I clicked away. Well, oh, she explored them. Okay, so cool. I was planning to. What was I planning to do? Oh yeah, play this card. Right? Ugh. I can do that as a free action. Let's use her. And then I can use this. What did I get? Ooh! 2 tablets and a gem. I mean, that is pretty sweet that I can just get gems willy-nilly. And I think I needed tablets anyway to move up on the research track on the right here. Did I? No, I didn't. I thought I had a card that let me flip these, but I think that was available before I had any assistance, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get it. Are you gonna go see Muse? I've seen them, they're good. Really good. Really, really good. What am I gonna do on my next turn? So this actually I thought was much better, but thinking about the fact that I've got 2 guys. I actually don't think it's that good anymore. We live and we learn.
All right.
Hello.
Thank you. I just realized I need to turn on my AC. It's starting to get kind of stuffy. But I went downstairs to flip it on. I'm sorry, I ran up the stairs, so now I'm out of breath. But the lighting in my house is like apocalyptic because of the wildfires and like how red the sky is outside. Really spooky. I have like all the curtains drawn in here because I'm streaming. Well, going downstairs, I feel like I'm in some post-apocalyptic Breaking Bad situation. Yeah, Ame, it's like very unnerving. Like, it's not directly affecting me. I'm not like outside doing manual labor or something where like the air quality would be really affecting me. I'm not directly involved in like a wildfire area, but there's like this spooky gloom hanging over everything that's like still very unnerving and upsetting, even though it's not directly affecting me too much. Okay, I'm gonna catch my breath and do this little guardian here, get this little scorpion homie to come hang out with me.
If I upgrade one of my assistants, do they get they get righted?
They get untapped. So it's best practice to tap them and then upgrade them. Yeah, that's a good catch. It's a nuance I didn't think to explain. Welcome back from your lurk, Wim. Hope it's going well. Oh, Jason, have a wonderful lurk. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. Wildfires, Ray. Stop doing campfires in your garden. Yep. It's all me. That's my bad. I just picked up my son from school, and it definitely smells like smoke outside. It's spooky. It's super spooky. I've never in my life ever, because again, I grew up in New England. We've never wildfires. We get other issues, but wildfires is not something we really worry about here. So I'm sure it's more normalized to folks who live out west or something, but for me, it's very, very spooky. So that's fun. Yes, I can get up here. Let's go. Give me a card.
Oh man.
Oh, I should do that thing you literally just talked about, which was, oh crap, I should have tapped the research assistant before I upgraded her. We were literally just talking about that. Brain empty, and I can't undo it because I drew a card, so you're not allowed to undo. Damn, that's all right.
Well.
Oh, you can get it. You got a view of it, Wim. That's spooky. I hope you were safe. Yeah, if you're in the Niagara Falls region, yeah, that can't be super normal for you either.
Where did you say it was, the wildfires?
It's in Canada.
Oh, really?
It's like wafting down south.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, I don't know if there's some sort of special environmental conditions or something that's happening up there. I don't really know much of the cause. What kind of I don't know, what kind of natural hazards do you have in Ireland? Because where I live, it's mostly blizzards. That's the that's the main thing to contend with. Do you have anything that like, I don't know, Ireland is like known for?
No, well, it rains a lot, so
Yeah.
flooding, but like it's really not that bad when you compare it to like other countries.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's fine, but no, it's pretty like, I guess mild. It's just very wet.
Yeah.
And it's funny because people say like Seattle's wet, but like Seattle's not wet when you
Nothing
compare it to Ireland.
Yeah.
And people say UK is like really rainy, but like again, not compared to Ireland. Like
Yeah.
it honestly rains like most of the time in Ireland.
I love that though. I love the rain. So I say that as someone who doesn't live in a particularly rainy area. I'm sure as soon as I do, it's like, oh God, get this away from me.
Yeah, I think I don't mind. So now, like living in the UK, I quite enjoy rainy days. But like in Ireland, because it's just like always raining, it gets a bit like, I think it's like, I love hot weather, but I think if it was hot all the time, I'd
Sure.
probably get a bit sick of it.
Yeah.
I think it's just, yeah, it because it's like quite gloomy. I find it like mentally quite hard because I think I'm quite affected by the weather.
Seasonal depression situation.
I think
kind
I've got something like that, yeah. So I would really struggle. I used to really struggle in Ireland, but
Yeah.
UK is that much like that bit brighter and kind of like drier.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
helps. And I enjoy the rainy days because of that, because it's not a regular thing anymore. Well, still regular, but not like every day.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
Jason, I would
did
love to go to Ireland. I went to Scotland when I graduated high school, but I've never been to Ireland.
Oh, what happens here?
Yeah.
So I have 0 cards in my deck, but I have a card that allows me to draw.
You are out of luck, unfortunately. You don't get to shuffle until the next round.
What if I buy a card? Will it let me draw that?
Yes, if you buy an item, yes. Artifacts, when you buy them, you use them, they go to your discard. Items go to the bottom of your deck. So if you buy one of the 2 items that are available, yes, you will get to draw those. That's cool. That's a you're thinking ahead. That's smart.
Annoyingly, the card that I've bought also lets me draw.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have to keep doing that.
Card draw is so important in this game, and it sucks when you get that ability and you've hit the bottom of your deck. It's the worst.
I have a lot of card drawing cards actually. I'm realizing, so I'm just gonna need to buy more
bolster
cards.
your deck a little bit so you've got more. And we've got one more round after this one, so setting yourself up well for that final round, because that's when you get a lot of. The last round I find in ARNAK, this game really ramps really hard.
Yeah.
That last round is really important.
Sea turtle.
I have one more dude who I can send somewhere.
Cute.
Yeah, almost all the animal cards have some sort of like card draw or movement or something, like they're carrying around your stuff or something. There is quite a bit of like thematic tie-in if you look for it.
Yeah, what's the game that you played recently actually? Because you never did tell us, did you?
I did. I mentioned it briefly. It's called No Context. It's like
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a party game of like explaining no context cards with other no context cards. It's a very fun sort of like apples to apples situation, but more adult and more abstract. It was really fun. It was charming. I liked it.
I heard you talking about it. I think I missed that was the game. That
Yeah,
you were
no
playing
worries.
recently. I don't know. Thought you were just talking about it randomly.
That would be not out of character for me. Oh, geez. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm doing a big think here. Ugh. Let's draw a card. Please don't be fair. Please don't be fair. Okay. All right. We're fine. We're fine. All right. That solidifies for me then that I want to go here. And I want to use, I guess, this to get there. Okay.
My turns are kind of quick because I'm just playing cards right now.
Yeah. It's nice. All right, so I'm going to use this card to relocate. It doesn't really matter. I'll relocate this guy, and I get to relocate him to a base camp site. You are camping on that arrowhead spot. Move. God damn it.
Me?
Multiple times I wanted to go there, and you're always just there. You're just hanging
Well,
out.
I need them.
I need them too. Oh, damn it. Well, I guess guess I'll go here.
Did
I'll
you
get
say I
some
can
compasses to set
overpay
myself up.
on the research track? So, for example, instead of paying 2 arrowheads, could I play 2 gems?
No, unfortunately, you have to have the exact
Okay.
thing listed. Unfortunately.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with it. Whatever.
I don't even care.
Okay, now I'm in a trouble zone. Actually, guess that could work. Oh, trying to think ahead right now is like hurting my brain.
It can be very overwhelming, like the number of things you need to kind of think of ahead of time. And at some point, trust that it'll all work out. Go with your gut, take this turn for what it is.
It's hard to research with your... Oh, journal is pretty nice.
Oh, that lets you move your book up ahead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good card. Both the items that are out right now are actually quite good.
The discount of... Let's see. Nice.
Alright, I think I'm coming to the end of my... I'm gonna pass soon. One of the fun things in ARNAK, well, I say fun, but it's also not fun, is the anxiety-inducing fear of passing well before the other person, because it is a little bit of a barometer of like, how well is the other person doing with how many more things can they do after I've like run dry, and I think I'm gonna encounter a little bit of that here.
I can't do too much more. I think I can do maybe a couple of things, but that's about it.
I'm gonna... I'm gonna buy the sea turtle. He's mine. He's my... Oh no, I like that card more. Damn it. Whatever, it's fine. I don't even care. It's fine.
Oh, it's so annoying because actually I threw away some, I think 2 gold cards earlier because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna need gold. Gold is like, we have too much of it. And oh no, that's fine. I'm gonna get gold now anyway.
Oh.
That's cool. I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
We're all good.
All right.
Although actually, no, the reason I wanted it is because I want to draw the card I'm gonna buy, which
that is like you could
fine.
clip that and that could be like the tagline for ARNAK, like the soundbite that like that is in a nutshell the way ARNAK makes you think of like, oh, I can't do it. Wait, but there's this thing I can do, but wait, I can't do that anymore because I used this other thing that I did and I thought I could do that, but now I can't. Like that is quintessential like ARNAK headspace.
Okay, so here we go. Right,
right.
so I can activate a site. It says activate a site you occupy.
Yes.
But right now, it's letting me select sites that you're occupying also, which
that is probably a bug.
Okay. I don't want to try it just in case, because I'm not sure if I would even want to do that. I forgot that the
that you're talking
my
about?
tent.
Your
tent. Can you see? Yeah.
I know, I can't see it. But if that's what it says, yeah, read it to me.
It says activate a site you occupy. If it's a level 3 site, you must first pay 2.
Yeah, that's one that you occupy. It would say an occupied site if it meant anybody's site.
Yeah.
So BJ might be acting up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, again, I would test it, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to select a site you're at. So now I'm actually realizing that I could select the Arrowhead site, which I didn't think about before, and that might be more useful. Hold on.
Ooh,
so what are my options here?
Yeah, that's like that. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. Linnea says, "Oh yeah, Ray, that's so stressful. It helps in async on BGA because you can close your computer and phone and be blissfully unaware." Yeah, that's one of the things I like about playing ARNAK async, is it kind of forces you to like not go too far down the rabbit hole of like, I do this and then this and then this and then this and then this. It's very much like right now what makes the most sense.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do everything else first before I make a decision, because I there's something I definitely want to do and there's other things I'm not sure about, so I'll do the things I definitely want to do first.
Well,
I don't think the order matters.
Meanwhile, I'm passing. That's depressing.
Okay, cool. That means I can just
you can
take
just
my
do it.
turns
You can
and
just
not
run
think.
it. Yeah. Do everything you gotta do.
So
oh, this has been so fun. Thanks for joining me. This has been a really good game.
Yeah, thanks for messaging me about this, because I was like,
course.
I don't know when I'm going to stream ever again, because I'm like, as I said.
Well, because normally I play against members of chat, which is super fun, and I love playing against chat, but it is a fun mix-up or like change of pace to play against someone who's verbalizing like what they're thinking. It's like, it's very fun. I really, this is awesome.
How do you play against chat?
We just have them join.
PGA?
Yep, I just have them like, I just stream it as if it's like a solo game, but I'm playing against like chat members. But I don't like bring them on camera or anything, because that's too much work.
Yeah.
Because then it's like now you have to be on camera and be like an on-camera person, which most people don't want to do.
Upgrade that, which gives me. I don't want to upgrade.
I also love that Bloody and Linnaeus are bonding over being metalheads. I can't engage in this conversation because I'm not a metalhead, but I love this friendship that I'm watching blossom in front of my eyes. How's Eleni, by the way? Yeah, Meryl, she is doing well. She is currently at like a retreat where she is working on this big project that I think will be teased soon, but we haven't officially announced it, so I won't talk about it. But she's working on a big project for our YouTube channel, and she's kind of self-isolating right now. Also, sorry, I'm drinking a carbonated beverage, and I'm trying to not burp every few seconds. Ugh. She's at a retreat working on that, so she's good, but she is unable to come on stream because she's got to really focus. So I've been luckily able to phone in a lot of friends to join me on these Tuesday morning streams. We have to buy Ray's friendship in BGA, then we get to play with her. That's true. They have to redeem play with me channel points reward. That's true.
Oh, that's cool.
I put a price tag on my friendship chat.
Gotta be done. They gotta learn their place. I'm joking.
Well, otherwise it's just otherwise everyone just says they want to play, and then I feel bad for having to choose some people and not other people.
Okay, I'm buying this, which gives me some money. Then I can do one of these, which I haven't decided what yet, because I know I want to buy this card, so I've got the money to buy that.
She just chooses people who have money. Shut up, Eric. Oh my god, I cannot wait for Chaos Names Eric. I've been looking forward to this since we planned it last week. I'm so pumped. I need some chaos in my week.
Do I want this? Oh. If I use this, then I can do
Eric,
then I can do
please.
that. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's right, Bloody. Gotta play our games or you're not my friend.
Oh, my brain.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry,
I wish I could
take
offer help, but I think it sounds like you know what needs to be done. You're just struggling making it happen, so I don't know if I can be helpful. But if I can, let me know.
I mean, I'm gonna buy this, right? No matter what. So let's just do that. Boop, boop.
Yeah, it's a good card. Oh man, fishing rod's good, but not at this point in the game, really.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Because it allows you to buy items for like free, but there are fewer and fewer items available every round. Next round, there's only gonna be one. So like the chances are that that's a card you want just diminish.
Oh, I can draw that card now.
Ah, there you go.
Oh my god, I accidentally did a really good thing. That's great.
Welcome to ARNAK. Sometimes it happens where you just happen to do things in the right order, and it's like, oh man.
Oh,
If only I had something to do with my 70,000 Board Game Yogi channel points.
What's this?
Aiden's saying that they've got 70,000 channel points on your channel.
Yeah, look, there is things that can be redeemed, but they're not being redeemed, so don't look at me.
Vortek, welcome on in, Vortek. It's good to see you. How's your week going? Thank you so much for joining us. How are you, Vortek? Hope you're having a good one. I hate the fact that the dog card is better than the cat card in this game. I guess it makes sense thematically. I mean, I think it does make sense thematically. I also think more people at CG are dog people than cat people. I'm gonna be real with you. It might just be bias. I'm good, Vortek. Thank you for asking. I'm having a really good week so far. Chilling and playing some ARNAK. It's a good time. It's a good time. We got really fun streams this week. This is a good lineup this week. We got obviously ARNAK TEACH with Alex, and then Thursday we're doing open BGA suggestions with all y'all. I've never done a stream like this before. We're just gonna try it and see how it goes. We're just gonna scroll around some like high player count party games on BGA, and we're gonna play them. And it's gonna be fun. If people want to play with me. There is the risk that no one wants to and that it'll be terrible. But I'm assuming people will want to vibe and play some just one or something. It'll be fun. We'll do it live. Exactly, D-Walls. Also, it's good to see you, D. It's good to see you.
Oh my god, this is great. I'm
back.
just on a roll here.
Mm.
Wait, do I not
Chicken,
use that
you're
now?
so right. To be fair, cats are amazing but not useful. That's a very good way to put it.
Wait,
oh
what?
my god, look at all the stuff. Holy, what are you doing? What is
Oh
happening?
my god. I am
What
on
is-
such a roll right now. It's crazy. You don't want to know.
All right. You got four
it's
compasses. What the
absolutely-
hell is happening?
This is
Are
honestly
you going
like
for a second level site? No.
no.
Okay.
I'm just taking my turns and I'm using everything up.
Damn. Well, I'm looking at your 5 compasses and I'm very intimidated.
Yeah, I mean, again, I keep buying artifacts to get rid of them, and then I keep earning more. So
Well, that's really good. You should try if you can to hold on to those compasses and get a level 2 site, because as you've seen, the bonuses on those sites are usually quite good. And you'll also see that those level 2 sites have got 2 idols on all of them, so that's a total of 6 points just by getting up there. So, not to throw a wrench in your plans, but
no,
you're
that's
very
fine.
close
Honestly,
to being able to get up there.
No, I've got 6 now. I'm good.
Yeah, Monkey Unit says saving up compasses for a level 2 site is a solid strat. Yeah, if you can. All right, woo! I got a 13 card deck. That's pretty serious. I usually don't have that many cards. All right, final round, Alex. This is the final.
Yeah, but
and
most
my
of those
hand
are
is
fear.
3 cards are fear. What is happening? This is terrible. Oh my god. This is the exact same hand I had last time. It's the Hunting Arrows card that gives me more fear, and then it's 3 fear, and then it's a useless starter card. This is exactly what I had last hand. Roll it back. This is exactly what I had. I'm going to lose it. You're joking. What do I do with this? This is terrible. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get up here so we can get some goddamn cards that are not fear, please. Thank God. Okay.
All right, I'm exploring.
Yeah, Linnaeus says 13 cards, but how many fear? Literally 50% of my deck is fear. It's disgusting. This is absolutely terrible. I need to really focus on exiling this round.
This round at the very end of the game. Oh, because minus, yeah, of course, still counts as minus points.
Yeah, exactly, D-Walls. Board games are fun. I'm having so much fun. I'm having a really good time. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Good job on getting to a level 2 site, though. Well
Thank you. I don't think I ever managed to get there last time, so this is a big moment for me.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think I am no longer setting my sights on level 2. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we have to have some slightly more realistic expectations for ourselves here, chat. I'm not seeing a way for me to get 3 more compasses, so we're gonna do something attainable, which is going down here. Doing that. Oh, no, wait, no. I don't want to do that. I want to use this card. I have to click on it first. Yeah, there we go. Then travel here. Perfect. Refresh an assistant. I will. Thank you very much. And I can either get 2 compasses or an item for free. This item is not helpful, so I will get the 2 compasses. That was my turn. Oh, this is my favorite Guardian, not because necessarily of like what it costs, but I love the art. The like 4-eyed, legless green dragon is very cool.
Yeah, I'm loving the Guardian art in general, to be honest. I think it's great.
Yeah, the art really, really makes this game for sure.
I don't want to spend that now.
Barb, enjoy your lurk. Barb says, exclamation point lurk, my cat really wants to eat grass.
Question.
Yes.
You said I can use like a plane instead of a car or a boat, for
Yeah.
example. If I need 2 cars, would I need 2 planes, or like a
Yes.
plane and a car kind of thing?
Yeah, you need 2 travel icons. It could be any mixture of like 2 planes, a plane and a car, 2 cars.
Okay.
You just can't use a boat, and you can't use boots. And you can also always pay 2 coins to get a free plane.
It's not free. You gotta pay for it.
Nothing is free. And if you're just joining us, like Fortac or D-Walls or anyone else, we do have a question of the day today, which is our normal Tuesday QOTD, which is tell me about the games you've been playing recently. Any new board games, any new video games, anything like that.
Oof.
My life has been very boring games-wise. It's just been, every spare second has been Tears of the Kingdom. And I had 1 new board game on Saturday, but that was it. Tears of the Kingdom has a chokehold on me right now.
Are you loving it, are you?
I love it. I absolutely adore. The Breath of the Wild structure is one of my favorite structures of like any game I've ever played. And I've got a lot of like life stressors right now, so being able to just, that game is so good at making you keep playing. Like, it's not an overload of information. Like, another game I was playing before Tears of the Kingdom came out was Persona 5, which I really enjoy, and I'm gonna go back to it once I finish Tears of the Kingdom. But it's a lot of dialogue, a lot of like, you have to really be like mentally engaged. In Breath of the Wild, you can kind of just move around, and you can kind of just go explore cave, hit thing. Like, it's a good game for just losing yourself in for several hours. A game that's got like a lot of lore, a lot of dialogue. They're fun, but they also kind of tire you in a way, because you have to engage with it on another level. And I like that Tears of the Kingdom is kind of a head empty, no thoughts kind of game, which is exactly what I need right now. That was what the kingdom needed.
Yeah.
I take it you're not a like Zelda or Breath of the Wild person?
No, I've tried it. I don't know what it is. I think it's just not my style of game. I tend to like,
fair.
video games wise, I tend to like prefer more simulation games or like puzzly games, just like games that are kind of slow, or games that are like board games but they're video games.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not
feel
really
that.
like, it's funny because like not always, like I've played a bit of Red Dead Redemption. I quite like that, and I love The Witcher.
Oh my god, I loved watching you play The Witcher. I remember when you were playing that. I used to lurk in those streams all the time.
Oh, yeah, I really enjoyed playing it. I was really sad when I finished it. And I know I could like technically play more of it, but
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I finished it.
No,
so
I'm
move on.
in the
There's, like,
same
lots of
boat.
things on
When
my
the
list.
story is done, I have a hard time going back and like re-entering the world because it's done. You know, that's why I take forever to finish games. Cause I'm like, I want to do everything I want to do before I do the final thing, because I have such a hard time then retroactively going back.
Yeah, I didn't realize how close to the end I was.
Oh no, that's
otherwise I would
worse
have
when it sneaks
spent
up
more
on
time.
you.
Yeah, it just kind of suddenly ended. I think
That's
I
traumatic.
finished
I'm
it,
so sorry. Like,
yeah,
that's
it's like
genuinely
just-
terrible.
I think it was just before Christmas, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna start up my Witcher playthrough again. And then I literally, like, on the first stream, I finished it, and I was like, oh, okay.
No,
well,
that's
I guess
horrible. I'm
that's the
so
end of it.
sorry. That's awful.
Yeah. Oh well, it's done. Wow, look at you go.
I'm just going for a ton of Guardians. That's the one thing I think I have on you, is I have got a lot of Guardians. But I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
Oh, yeah, I've got idols I could be using, actually.
Ooh, D-Walls, you've been playing We Love Katamari. Yeah, we were talking about that with Eric earlier. I am such a diehard Katamari fan. Oh my good god. I haven't bought the new one yet, because I get overwhelmed if I have too many games to play. So I'm working on Tears of the Kingdom right now. But I think, again, when I travel to Canada at the end of the month, gonna get the new Katamari game to play on the plane. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Katamari is, I think, my single favorite soundtrack of any game ever. It's the vibes in that game are so chaotically nonsensical. It's everything I've ever wanted. It's good. It's good vibes.
Oh, this is tough.
Linnaeus, I love that for you. You're still fighting the good fight. They say, I'm still living the Elder Scrolls Online life. Nothing new or exciting, haha, but I love it. Linnaeus, I love that so much for you. Like, genuinely. You're single-handedly keeping it alive, and we thank you for that.
All right, I've done something. I don't know if it was a good thing to do. I'm kind of, honestly, there's like so many options that I'm kind of in this point
Yeah.
where I'm just like, I'm gonna do whatever feels nice.
Yeah, right
And
now,
then after
in the
that,
moment.
I'll figure out the rest.
Yeah. No, that the last round of this game is a lot of analysis paralysis because you have all these things, you know, you typically have all of your assistants. They're usually all upgraded. You've got a big deck of cards. You've got some boons you can deal with. It's overwhelming. All right, so... So I want to move my book or my magnifying glass. And this is also because it's the last round. Take note of the points you get on the side of the research track, because if you want to start like min-maxing towards the end of like, is it more valuable to move my magnifying glass or more valuable to move my book? Like, look at the difference in points that you'll get from the various tiers you end up on. Because the next magnifying glass jump for me in terms of points is 4 points, whereas my book is 2. So, thinking that's what I'll prioritize. I think I'll play. Oh, but I need that tablet. Oh, God. Too many things. God, I wish my hand wasn't 50% garbage. That would be so... The fact that 50% of my hand is just literally dead weight is insanity. Maybe I should try to go down here and exile. I could do that. We could make that work. If I could get 2 more compasses. Jesus. Oh my God. Say more like 60%. Okay, you don't have to actually my math here. It's bad. That's all we need to know is it's really bad. I wonder if someone maybe played too many spooky arrows. That possibly might have been my blunder. Yeah, that is very possible. I never take cards like that. And this is why. I don't ever do this. Oh, Jesus. I'm so sorry. I'm taking forever.
No, you're fine. I'm literally trying to figure out what I'm doing, and I have no idea. I have no idea where to start. Or where to end.
Ray voice, wow, I have a huge deck also, Ray. Oh no, it's all garbage. I remember that at the start of this round. I was like, wow, I have so many cards. Yeah, they're all fear, dummy.
That's good.
I guess I could... Oh no. All right. Let's go here. Let's use this free boat and get over there. Oh my God, it's more fear. I have 4 fear in my hand. Not in my deck, in my literal actual hand. This is terrible. Oops, all fear. This is atrocious. Oops.
That's quite funny.
Oh God, is that the repercussions of my actions? Oh no! Is this facing the consequences we said we'd face later? Yes, it is. Yeah, if this were Spirit Island, I would be winning, but alas. Terrible time I'm having.
I had a plan just now, and this is the problem for me. Oh yeah, there we go. I was gonna buy this, wasn't I?
Sorry,
Okay,
chat,
cool.
the view of the game is all messed up now because I have so many cards like bumped my board down under our faces. I'll get rid of some cards and that'll stop being the case soon. But right now, my face cams are in a really bad spot. But boots are nice. Shut up, Dark Santanica. I don't need boots. I don't need boots at this point. I don't need your pity. All right, let's move up. Sure. Not enough arrowhead. I'm gonna cry. Would that make you all uncomfortable, Chad, if I just started weeping? All right, let's play this card.
It'd certainly make me uncomfortable. I'd be like,
I gotta go. I got places to be.
Oh, my puppy's calling me.
Oh my goodness. If you gotta go, take care of him.
No, I was joking.
Eric, please, what does that mean?
Tears of the ARNAK.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, now we're gonna move up here. Yeehaw. Dude, look at my... Chat, look at my hand. Come on. If I win with my hand looking like this in the last round, it'll be a genuine, honest-to-God miracle. Nice. Nice.
Oh, I see. I got that as a
Damn.
token. I forgot about that. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
Alright,
Whew.
back to me. I've got 2 compasses to my name, and that is it. So, God, I'm gonna be passing so early. I guess at this point, chat, the odds would be in my favor, right? That I have all the fear out on the table, so if I draw more cards, it'll be good cards, right? That's the... Right?
If I've learned anything from board games, is that odds are never in your favor.
I think I have to. Like, I am out of options, so I'm gonna draw a card and hope that it is something. Okay, it was something. It was something. We can use that card. This is our dog card. Let's see. Activate an unoccupied base camp site. What would help me out at this point? I need gems. That is what I need. And boy howdy do I have plenty of cards to pass. So sure. Nice, nice, nice. I was really hoping for surprise fear. Dear God. There's no way I have more than 5. That's so many.
I don't know what to do. There is so much I can do.
Oh God, that's right, Monkey Unit. I've never run into that. I've never run into that edge case. Wait, no, that's not real. No, that's not real. No, you're messing with me. No, 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 no. That's not real. Because there are fear tokens. No, you are lying to me. I got bamboozled. I totally believed you for a second. Because I was thinking about the tokens. I was like, oh yeah, maybe there is like a thing with that. No, there's not. At least I don't think. Now I don't know. I'm questioning everything.
Should I do that?
Yeah, Linnaeus, I really should have gotten an exile assistant. I don't have any good source of exiling.
Maybe I should draw more cards.
Uh-huh.
Let's do it. Let's just do it.
No, you can't, Santanica. I think there are some special cards maybe in the expansion that let you do that, but not in the base game. There's no assistant swapping options.
Yes, get in. That's better.
All right, time to draw more cards, because it's all I can do. And it's just 1 single coin. Awesome. Well, I do need a coin, so I guess I'll take it. And I will move up here. Give me card draw, give me card draw. Yes, 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 yes.
Wow, look at you go.
Damn it. Now, it wasn't very good. Don't get excited. It was not much, but maybe I'm supposed to use it for something.
Oh, come on. That was so bad.
Bad card draw?
Yeah, I just got
Damn.
a coin. Not what I wanted. Bums, bums,
Yo, I just
bums.
got... I don't know if anybody else does this, but I'm very mean to myself in my, like, iPhone reminders, like my calendar reminders. If I, like, really need to do something, I'll be like... Because I just got one on my phone when I looked down. It was, please cancel blank service, you big dummy, I'm so serious. So that was very nice of past Ray. That was some good self-talk.
Well, hopefully you'll actually do it now.
I mean, I'm desensitized to my own bullying now, so like I have to keep upping the ante. Wait, is it a real thing? Oh no, I just looked up the rules. The other side of the fear tile, if you're supposed to take a feared card from the fear deck, is empty. Wait, seriously? Keep the fear tile in your play area. Wow! I thought I had that sounded familiar, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, that's not real. Wow, interesting. Interesting. So this is very rarely needed in playtesting. Wow. Thank you for finding that, Linnaeus. I feel like I got double schooled.
Wow. Okay, that is crazy. How much fear is there? You might already be there.
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't want to think about it. Okay, just for science sake, how close are you to passing? How many turns do you think you got left?
Don't know. A few. Not
Damn.
close.
Damn.
Why?
Because I think I might have to pass.
Oh wow, okay.
I'm the
thing is, I'm not close
things
to
to do.
passing, but I'm not gonna be doing very much either, if that makes sense. It's kind of just enough turns left, I think. Well, that's what I think currently, but you just don't know. You just don't know with this game.
You just don't know. It's so true. Because I think... Oh, God. I think I'm gonna get another card that gives me fear. I think I'm gonna get the Serpent Idol because it's a point. Because all the cards... I didn't mention this because it's not usually... doesn't usually play into your thought process, but all the cards are worth points.
No, I know, yeah.
This is worth 1 point. And it would give me the gem that I need to climb the last ladder on the research track, which would give me 2 points, which is a net positive from the 1 negative point I do get from the fear card. So I'm gonna get that.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels absolutely insane. I'm gonna do it. Go for it. Okay, there we go. Got so much fear, Jesus Christ. Hi, Nerd Shelves. Yo, welcome on in. I don't remember the last time I was able to join here, but I'm on a short break between meetings and wanted to say hi. No worries. If you have to, life takes over. That is totally fine. I'm so glad to see you back here, though. I hope you've been well. Thank you for joining us. We are at the very end of our game of Lost Ruins of ARNAK on BGA. I have run, apparently, absolutely bonkers fear strategy that I don't think is going to pan out for me. But it's been a fun time.
Oh, come on. I'm having a bad time. Keep just drawing absolute naffness. At least it's not fear, I suppose, but...
Yeah, but... yeah, you watch your words. Yeah, it's not going well, Nerd Shelves. It was not an intentional strategy. It's just kind of what happened. And I think I'm gonna have actually -7 points in fear, which is redonkulous. Oh my god, the captions actually translated redonkulous. That's awesome. Good job, Skype captions.
I was really confused about that earlier when I had at the beginning of the stream I had the actual stream open and it said Alexandra, oh god, and I was like, oh, that's funny, somebody, because I thought it was chat. I was like, oh, somebody's name in chat is just Alexandra, and then it was Ray, and I was like,
oh god, I didn't even think about that. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to post your I didn't even think about that. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I just I didn't know what I thought it was because a lot of people have chat up on right, and that's what I thought it was, and I was like, oh, what? And then I was just confused for a minute, and
I'm
I thought
so
it was
sorry. I hope that was okay that name showed up.
No, it's fine. Yeah, everyone knows that's my name. Don't worry. I'm annoyed because I want to do stuff, but I can't do the stuff, and that's annoying. I'm always the last few rounds, I've always had way too much exploration. And now I want exploration. I don't have any exploration. So.
Womp womp.
Yeah. Very womp womp.
Doxing live on CGO? No, I know some people are weird about their online name versus their real life name.
Yeah.
I am not one of those people, but you still have people get very freaked out when they find that my name is not actually Ray. My name is Rachel, and it's a nickname for Ray is a nickname for Rachel, which I always have thought is like very self-explanatory. But the number of people who've gotten very, very confused by that has taught me otherwise. I have to like go out of my way to make sure my badge at conventions is Ray and not Rachel. Because I genuinely will have like people that know they're meeting me, they know who I am, and they'll come up and they'll be like, is Ray around? I'm like, it's me. What do you, because my name tag doesn't say Ray, it says Rachel. Because that's my legal name. Did I just have some epiphanies in chat, D and Naughty? Because to me, it's it's like Nick and Nicholas. Like to me, it makes total sense. But I think it's because I don't spell it R-A-E. I spell it R-A-Y. And most women, when they abbreviate Rachel, they do R-A-E and not R-A-Y. Ray is typically like short for Raymond. So a lot of people in email still think I'm a man. That's a fun plot twist. When I'm emailing with someone who I'm going to meet at a convention or something who doesn't know who I am, the fun plot twist of finding out that I am not like a 6-year-old man is always fun.
I get the same because
oh, of course, with Alex.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm gonna pass. I'm passing so early. It's so embarrassing. It's
honestly,
all you.
I'm not really doing anything, so you're not really gonna miss out. I've got like nothing exciting going on here.
Well.
Oh, I guess I still have a dude I could put somewhere.
Naughty says I've spent a long time trying to get people to say my name correctly because it's very awkward to say hi, I'm Naughty. Yes, I remember learning it's supposed to be Naughty it or not. Oh god, I have always called you Naughty. Everyone I've ever known has always called you Naughty. My brain, my dyslexia, like can't swap in the proper pronunciation. That's rough though. I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me again, the site that's uncovered on the second level, it's either got 2 exploration or what's the other symbol?
I don't know what one you're talking about.
It's the one that lets you either do it gives you 2 exploration or it's got a slash and then another symbol. I don't know.
Yeah. That is buying an item for free. But there's only one available, so if you want that one, then it's great. But if you don't want that one, then it's not great.
Okay.
My struggle is that my name is actually Linnea, but because my Twitch handle says Linnaeus, LOL. Oh god, yeah. Yep. Oh, I did it with an S because it's technically Linnaeus Cabal. Oh my god, would you like me to call you Linnea instead of Linnaeus? But I'm contemplating changing it and dropping the S. If that's what you'd like, I will do my best to remember. Because people deserve to be called what they want to be called. So please let me know if I'm saying your name wrong and you would like me to change it. Okay, yeah, please remind me. I will do my best. I'll do my best to remember. But please, I do not get offended if you tell me to pronounce your name one way and I forget. And if you remind me, that is your right. So please do that. Wow, are people's minds really blown? Yeah, no, I had to. It wasn't that big of a problem when I worked at the smaller publisher I used to work at, because it was a smaller publisher, it was fine. But once I started working at CGE and I started after my first Gen Con with CGE, and I started taking meetings, like a bunch of meetings, and there was genuine confusion. People could not connect the dots of the fact that they had met the same person. Someone would be like, oh, I spoke to a Ray, and then someone else would be like, oh, I spoke to a Rachel. For some reason, people couldn't connect that's a nickname and that I'm the same person. So at some point I had to sit down. And I remember I did a poll on Twitter of which one should I go by? Because I need to pick. And I eventually settled on Ray because I think it's a little bit more memorable. But it's weird and hard because when left to my own devices, I will always just introduce myself as Rachel. Whenever I talk, you'll notice whenever I talk in the third person, I always refer to myself as Rachel, not Ray. And I've had to really, really train my brain when I'm at shows to say, hi, I'm Ray, because it's very against what I will normally do, but otherwise it genuinely causes problems.
That's crazy.
Why my name isn't Nerd? Oh my god. Mind shattered.
What?
Jack Santanica says, I've got an unusual, hold on, I gotta scroll up. An unusual real name that's an easy spelling, but people still get it wrong when it's written in the email they're replying to. Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Oh, I need a stone. Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, Linnaeus, that's actually a really good point. It helps quite a bit. Ray is what everyone at work and everyone on the internet calls me, and Rachel is very much now like my personal name for my personal life. It does help with that separation. It's funny because it's in a complete 180. It used to be the total opposite. Ray is a name my family, is a nickname my family gave me. Used to only ever be called that by my family. Everyone in the outside world called me Rachel. But then once I started being a little internet gremlin in like my tweens, Ray was part of my username, and then it became part of my online identity. And then the two kind of mixed in a weird, bad way that, as I've mentioned, was like logistically annoying. So now I've kind of swapped it, where now Ray is my outward-facing name, and Rachel is like my family name, which is weird. I mean, my family still calls me Ray, but you'll never hear anyone on the internet call me Rachel. It's my Ray Sona.
Sorry.
No, you're good. No, the last few rounds are super important, so take your time.
I've already like messed up, but I'm hoping to just claw something back at this point.
My first name is unpronounceable to English-speaking people. Oh, Meryl, I'm sorry. That's like all my Czech coworkers. They all have like Americanized versions of their names because they're sick of us butchering them, like their real names. They're like, yeah, just call me Tom. That's.
Keep going up here, kind of like you did. I can get up there, I think.
Yeah, climbing with your magnifying glass at this point is good. Damn. And then you get a little bonus when you get up there, which there were 2 because I got up there first. I got to pick, and now you get whatever one is left over.
Oh, what's the bonus?
It should tell you. There's like a little square off to the right of where your magnifying glass is, or maybe it just gave it to you automatically.
It's just gain. Oh yeah, I gained a coin. It looks like. What else can I do? I've got.
You can get a temple tile. So the top of the temple works where you can. You see those like 3 costs. There's like the gem. Yeah. If you can do one of those, you get a bottom tile, which gets you 2 points. If you can do 2 of those, you get 6 points, and if you can do all 3 of them, you get 11 points. So if you can do them all in like one go, like all at once, if you can pay for 2 of them, you get 6 points.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
But if you can do one, it still gets you 2 points, which is still good.
I could do 2 of them actually.
Yeah, that'd be really good. If you can get a silver temple tile, that's quite good.
But if I move the book up, I get an artifact for free. And then obviously +2. An artifact was only going to be worth, I guess, 2 max.
Oh damn, chicken! That's unexcusable though. Like administration has no excuse for that kind of thing.
And then what's that? My eyes are like darting back and forth. Like,
You're good.
Okay, so actually, yeah, I probably will do that because that gets me 6 rather than the other thing that only gets me 4. In which case, I need.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, chicken. Because I know your last name. I see where the confusion comes from now. I think that's what you did with me too. I think you gave me it in all caps, which I appreciate. Exactly, Meryl. Exactly.
1, 2.
That makes sense.
Ah.
That makes sense.
I wish there was a way I could. That's so annoying. I had like an option to upgrade a resource a minute ago, and I didn't have anything to upgrade at the time. And now, if I could
you
upgrade,
do.
I could have all 3. That's
Damn.
super annoying. Well, actually, no, I couldn't. No, I'd still be short one, I think. Actually, is that definitely the only thing I could do, or the best thing I could do? I suppose. I think so. Okay, so what do I do for that? Do I select a silver?
Yeah,
Oh.
to be totally honest, I don't think I've ever done it on BGA, gotten above the level 1. So yes, I think you press the silver one, and if that doesn't work, tell me, and then we can problem solve, but I think that should work.
The silver one didn't work, but I've selected a
Oh.
bronze one.
Wait, go back. The silver one should have worked.
Undo.
Yeah, undo that. So you've got, let's see, oh, because you don't have 2 that you can do.
No, I do, but I don't have the gem, and I think I need to do them.
You need to do them
Like,
all at once.
Huh?
Like, you need to have, because right now the only one that you can do is the one that has 2 tablets and a coin. That's the only one that you have the stuff for.
No, hold on, I undid my move, so it actually got rid of everything I had. Look, once I do this, then I'll
okay.
have,
Gotcha.
which I had a
Yes.
minute ago, but it
Got
wouldn't
it.
work. Because it's saying to me that I don't have a jewel, so I'm assuming I need from left to right or something.
Oh, do you need to? Oh wow, does she need to do it left to right? Oh, I always thought you could do any 2. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my misunderstanding.
I'm kind of annoyed at myself that I used my idol earlier, because right now I would be able to upgrade one of my coins to a gem if I hadn't used it earlier.
Is that
And then
really
that would
how
have
it
allowed
works,
us to.
Jen? You need to be able to go from like one end to the other? Oh, I'm sorry, Alex. That was my
That's
total.
okay.
I never.
I can get 2 bronze ones though.
Yeah, that's still
So-
4 points. That's still quite good. But that.
Wait, hold on. That might not be as good as what I can
That's
do
not
at the top.
right. It could be a BGA error that's not letting you click it, because I really thought. Yeah, I know you can buy higher tiers. The question is, like, if she has this requirement and this requirement, can she get a silver tile? I thought yes. She should. To the rules I go. Thank you, Linnea. No, okay.
I'm gonna undo.
Has
I'm
to
just
include the
gonna
middle
have a
cost. Wow,
little-
okay, I never understood that.
I just want to check something. If I do this, is it going to be more permanent, I suppose? If I go up there instead, I could get an artifact for free.
It's not that I don't
And then I
believe
could
you,
get
Chad.
another artifact
It's
to
just that
pay
I've been
for.
so wrong for so long.
Do you know, I'm gonna pay for this. I would like
Let me pull up the rules.
what? Uses a and then I can get one.
Tantarless, welcome on, and thank you so much for that raid.
Oh, that's so annoying. Mm.
Thank you so much, Tantarless. Welcome on in. Hope you had a lovely stream. You are catching us at the very end of our Lost Ruins of ARNAK playthrough. I'm just checking a rule real quick. Is that modular keyboard clacking, Jeremiah? You know it. It is in fact mechanical Lord of the Rings themed keyboard clacking.
Ooh.
So my keyboard is entirely in Lord of the Rings Elvish.
Oh, amazing. I think I've seen a picture of that actually. That's great.
I love it. I love it so much.
Okay. Actually, I think this is turning out to be a better
Elven
turn.
clacking.
Yeah, this is much better. All right, I've made the right choice. Can I get up there? No, I need a coin, an explorer. Oh, and I need a gem. It's so annoying. So close. Might as well buy this because it gives me points. Just buy a bunch of stuff because it gives me money. It gives me points. Buy all this stuff. All right. I think I've finally done. I'm finally
You're
finished.
done? All right.
After all this time.
I haven't been able to find the spot in the rulebook yet, but hopefully you are still happy with how it turned out, whether or not that was a
No,
BGA
yeah,
bug or my misunderstanding. Hopefully you still did what you
I think
wanted.
what I ended up doing is ended up giving me a lot more points, so
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, so it's time for
I'm hoping I absolutely smashed it, because I
think you
did.
did. I think you beat me. I have way more Guardian. Well, not way more. You got one at the end. That's the only thing I beat you in, is I got more Guardians, and I think I got more idols than you, but I used up a lot of my slots.
I got a level 3 Guardian though, right?
They're all the same. They're all the same amount. But you get more points for the... Yo! I was gonna explain it, but it doesn't matter. Alex wins!
Woo!
Good job. And
Thank
if
you.
you're just joining us, you didn't know, Alex just was reminded how to play this game, like, now. Let's go.
Second game ever.
GG's. 76 points to my 62. How much did I lose for fear? Yeah, I had 5 fear cards in my hand at the end of that game. Jesus. Also,
you got double on Guardians.
You got crazy cards. I don't know that I've ever seen that many. You had 23 points in cards.
I just on that last turn I bought like 4 or 5 because I had loads of gold. So I think I bought 5. Yeah.
Yeah, you had 23 to my 6 points in cards. That was where the biggest gap was. You also had good wow. Wow. You had... The one thing I did beat you in was Guardians. I had 20 points in Guardians. You had 10. But man, you had... Jesus. Holy God. Well done. Well, GG's. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
What'd you think with your second playthrough?
Well, I enjoyed it a lot, actually. Even though, like, I didn't really remember it at all. Like, I feel like... I must have remembered some of it like in the back of my head because I found it a lot easier to get into.
You picked it up for sure. Like you got the like order of operations, the way you're like you need to think for that game. I didn't need to like walk you through that part.
I think that's the thing. I think the difference is that even though I didn't remember like the how every little thing works. I did remember like how the overall game kind of
like,
worked, or like
flow,
it was more familiar for me. Yeah, so I was a bit more like I know where I need to get to over what amount of time, because like with these games in particular, I think if you don't build up kind of early, you can kind of like potentially be in trouble later on. Yeah, so I think it was good, but I will say I'm pretty sure you won the last one and I won this one. So
now we need a tiebreaker.
We're gonna have to know the rematch in a 6 months time.
Hell yeah! When I live in a new place and everything, yeah.
I'll have another puppy by then.
Aiden says that's how Alex hustles people. Yeah, were you just sandbagging? You were pretending you didn't remember anything so that I went easy. That's how I got manipulated. No, that was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you so much. Honestly, like that was so much fun. And I said it last time. I was like, I want to play this game more, and then 6 months has passed and I haven't played it. But,
well, anytime if you do end up like streaming more on your channel, I'm happy to come over and fight you on your home turf. Or anytime you're looking to play this on this channel, I'm always looking for folks to play with. So, thank you so very much. We're gonna wrap up here because I actually have something I have to go do in a little bit. So I'm gonna have you, Alex, once again remind people who you are, what it is that you do on the internet that people can follow.
Hey, I'm Alex Lolies, also known as Board Game Yogi everywhere on the internet. That's Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all the places. I'm Board Game Yogi. I am a variety streamer who does like board games, video games, crafting, lots of things. I'm streaming very sporadically at the moment because we adopted a puppy quite recently.
Wait, we never learned the puppy's name. I'm so sorry to interject, but I don't know if I know. What's the name?
No, her name is Ponyo.
Ponyo?
Yeah, after a Studio Ghibli film that we really love.
Shut up, that's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah.
Actually, it's great because I wanted that name first. And then I googled it to find out what it means, and apparently it means soft and squishy. And I was like, "That is so
Shut up!
Perfect.
That's perfect. That's so cute. Oh my god."
Yes, I love it. Anyway, so she's not even 12 weeks old, so I actually feel really bad because I'm like her main caregiver, and I've just left her with my partner for the last 3 hours. So I'm like, I better run downstairs and go check on her. But Board Game Yogi everywhere. I'm streaming very sporadically, but if you follow me on places, you'll know when I do go live. And hopefully I will be back a bit more regularly soon when my life kind of gets a bit less chaotic.
Absolutely. Well, I won't keep you anymore because I know you have a dependent waiting on you. Chat, just the last couple of things. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a nice stream, a nice little hangout. Thank you for doing a slightly later Tuesday stream than we normally do. It was so nice to see so many people in chat, even at a slightly different time. We have 2 more streams coming up this week. We have one on Thursday, which again is going to be you pick some BGA party games we're gonna play. We're thinking like Welcome to, Just One, that kind of thing. Big group party games that you can drop in, drop out of. So I'm gonna be looking for some suggestions for that. We'll probably just do a poll and pick whatever people wanna play. Probably do a couple of different games over the course of the stream. That will be Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then Friday, I'm doing my big long 5-hour stream that I always do on Fridays, starting in the morning with the Galaxy Trucker Jigsaw puzzle and finishing with Chaos Names with Eric Yurko from chat. It's gonna be a delight. I hope to see you there. And last but not least, I'm going to pop y'all over to Rado Runs Through. Our good friend Silver Metal Tavern and Ruel Gaviola looks like they're talking about some new games. I don't know, I don't have the audio on, but it looks like they're chatting about a game called Lumen, and I adore both those people, so we're gonna go hang out with them. And also, before we leave, go follow Alex. I dropped the link in chat one more time. I love you all very, very much. My brain is starting to devolve because it's all mush from playing ARNAK, so I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head out. Go hang out with Rado Runs Through. Drop down our raid command, which is check out this raid. Boom, copy that, throw that in chat to let them know that we sent ya. I hope you enjoy the Rado stream if you're gonna choose to hang out for a little bit longer, and I will see y'all on Thursday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.